What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're looking at a hand history from Jeremy. Jeremy played the 109 Sunday warm-up on ACR, the 300K guarantee, and took second place for 35K. So let's have a look. How was that? Was this your first bullet?
Second bullet, I think. Not sure. I think it's like second bullet, probably.
How
Not
many
sure.
how
I
many
fire a
bullets
lot of bullets.
how many bullets do you
Once.
fire in a 109 like this?
Um, Infinite,
I was
probably.
gonna say, how many does it take?
Yeah.
And then
It's how bad you want it. It's how bad you want it,
is there like this is a PKO, right?
No, no, no,
No.
it's not. It's the 109 on ACR,
And
300K guaranteed.
is there like a
Well,
stack size where you say, okay, I don't register anymore?
um I think like if I fire enough bullets at a certain point, I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll just max lay reg it for with 10 digs
Okay,
because that would be like, less pain.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all the same, honestly. Yeah. Just need to fire until you hit something. Yeah, okay. What do we have here? Like Queen King, yeah, seems like a decent check back. Don't think we get too much better to fold. Betting is also good.
Well, I don't really look often at strategy against small blind, do you?
Oh no, I study it a lot. Generally, what you want to keep in mind is that the small blind will have a lot of low pocket pairs and stuff, and a lot of suited cards. So monotone boards are very bad. Low tree low is also very bad. Like 7 tree deuce is terrible. So you want to check those back like high frequency, and also that people don't play lead when they should. Like if they don't play any lead, then we just check. We just should be checking like almost range back. Yeah, so definitely no huge sizes. Uh, like against small blind, only certain boards like Ace Queen X. But yeah, this one I think is probably just a mix in theory. Yep, yep. I was pretty much.
So I thought it was gonna be polar,
Oh no, no, no.
like,
Yeah, because he's the small blind has like sixes, fives, and stuff. Like we can't really bet too big.
well, you know how like 10 eye boards, like you wanna bet like pocket jacks pretty big, ace 10 pretty big, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine like
That's
kind of
yeah,
bet big or check type of.
yeah. That
The
that's
spot.
that's probably against a big blind, right?
the big blind's a little different because you jam all of your pairs or raise them pre-flop usually. The small blind is a little more protected, so you can't be as polar and disrespectful versus that range.
Yep. No big betting. Like
Well,
very little.
by bet, I bet like this.
Yeah, yeah. Half pot is a very commonly used size against small blind because like he's gonna have a lot of medium strength hands, right? He's
Mhm.
gonna have a lot of like backdoor equity. He's gonna have like jack eight suited, like stuff like that. So like wrap it on a 10. So you want to use like medium sized bet or like a 33, but no real like potting. I think.
Yeah, if this was like a big blind flop, you could probably start doing like overbetting.
Yeah, yeah. I think jacks will overbet if this was against a big blind, ace 10. Some stuff. Yeah, definitely. Kings. Yeah, it's very different. Against small blind, like I think a lot of people. I looked at some stats on Hinton Note, and they basically play the same against small blind and big blind. So
I,
if you
I
can
was
like,
making that mistake for a while.
yeah. Anyway, we check back. Yeah, turn looks like a easy call. You don't have a diamond, so you don't really raise. Uh, okay.
Then you just check back. 'Cause
Pretty good bluff
Uh,
card for him.
Decent to bluff, I think, but maybe I check back because I'm lazy to bluff. Yeah, no, that's what I did. I did bluff. I took the hard route. I just don't think he has like a lot of 7x once he checks the river. He has like a lot of one pair hands. So probably like I went for the pot sizing, thinking he would like fold. You know, maybe something like a ace 6 of that ace 6 of clubs or something.
Mm,
Let's see what he does. There we go. Yeah, nice. You blocking jack. Decent one.
Yeah, I
We're
buy
at
it.
the bottom of our range. Yeah,
I
king
don't
high.
take those sometimes, like, I'll just lose a small pot there sometimes, but you know, I think it's good fighting tooth and nail for every chip like that.
Yeah, gotta fight for some pots. Three bet the ace jack. We got a fold, nice. Yeah, I think I mix this one. Okay, open it. Nice. Get out of the way. Yeah. Okay, do I jam this? I think
I do.
knowing me, I just jam this in, but like probably is out of position. I don't mind it. Yeah, jam it in.
I think squeeze for 50 is
Yeah,
pretty normal.
let's go. Keep it simple. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just gotta fold there. Be very disciplined. This one's kind of sus. I think. Probably this is like closer to a fold. Like, or rather, it's like plainly a fold. Maybe something about this player made me want to like call a bit looser against him, or maybe I just autopiloted. Yeah, see, calling is pretty bad. So yeah, don't do this at home.
I thought about three betting. It's not three betting.
No, no, it's too loose. Can't three bet against low jack. Maybe against cutoff, but probably not low jack. But hey, we just flop pretty good. Flop pretty well. Call it off. Yeah. So we do not get punished for our liberal flat.
Tens.
Yeah. So got lucky there. Get three bet standard.
Is that your standard size? Like he went 2.3 and you just went to 6?
Yeah. Usually I go like 3 times the guy's raise, but sometimes like with so many tables, it's like
Just clicking buttons, yeah, when you're at
yeah,
high
it's like
volume.
yeah. But I would go like 7, like it's just 6.9 or something.
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to see
Yeah.
if there was intention to that.
Yes. That's roughly around 3x. But yeah, we take it down. It's good.
Better to jam here, I guess.
Uh,
Jamming, well, he's
jamming seems
22.
jamming seems good. Yeah, I like jamming. 3 bet induce, whatever. It's the same. God, you suck is his name. What the hell? Okay, I'll go for the raise here. Um, Probably shouldn't have done that with this guy in the small blind, but now we call it off. We get rewarded, maybe. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. So far, so good. Tournament seems to be going well.
this is going well.
Yeah. I think I know what happens. I think like all this goes awry after a while.
Alright, this is interesting, okay? So like, I feel like people play this node quite differently sometimes.
Okay.
Like, after you bet small and he check raises, I
Yeah.
play a lot of call here, but I know like a lot of people in the community here would play click back and keep raising the stakes.
Uh, no, I think calling is calling and raising are both fine. Yeah, like see, they're both fine because you don't have a club, right? So like if you want to raise it back, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, without
Uh,
putting words in your mouth, Louis, like what would you do here?
It depends. Really depends on the opponent, because I think like right now they have a great, like if you click it back. It's easy for a flush draw to continue, whereas if you break the turn, if they break the turn, now it gets more tricky and we're pretty deep, so. Stuff. If you wanna play for stacks, I would definitely raise again here.
yeah,
But
I
Yeah,
think yeah,
I
I
like
think
playing
it's
call.
yeah, I think the thing is that the key about this hand is that what is this guy's image and what's my image, right? Like, is he a crazy guy? Because if he's like an aggro dude who's like mostly just doing this with like a very random backdoor hand, King 10 with one club, King Jack with one club, that kind of stuff, then I just want to call, right? But if he's like very like a tighter
Pat.
player, he's doing a lot of ace X, he has ace king a lot, then I want to put in more money. Yeah. So it's just
Yeah,
really down to
get
the
him to
player.
pay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Get him to pay before the board texture shifts and he might like
exactly.
let go of ace king of diamonds or something if another
Yeah,
club comes.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's smart. Okay,
So
so
obviously this guy is one of the
he's
more aggro
partying.
dudes. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
partying. Yes.
he's here to party.
Yeah, just call, just call.
I would be tempted to click here, but calling I think is very prudent.
Sets up a nice SPR on the river.
Yeah.
Definitely.
On the turn, I'm really
Oh,
tempted to raise because he
oh,
bets so big that it, to me, is not gonna fold his, like, he's really, like, he's happy with his hand. He's trying to make sure that we don't get to a free club river. That's what I
I
see.
mean, this is what his bluffs would do. Like his,
yeah.
like if the guy is aggressive, he's gonna have value and bluffs here.
I thought
And he
his
won't
bluff
raise
would
them.
go more like half pot. After the, if it check raise, bet small or bet half pot, 60% pot.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
when I
the
see
yeah.
this, they're like trying to front load their value, kind of.
I agree that it does look quite strong now, right? But then again, it really depends on the opponent, and
On
also
the
like
guy.
yeah, and like calling doesn't seem the EV seems to be better than raising. I mean, it doesn't matter how accurate it is, but like I think it's very close. So like probably why it likes to raise is because the board is getting progressively worse. Like a three, a four, a six, a seven are all like completion, like a club are all like gonna complete some draws. So I think like it probably wants us to raise to protect that.
And then you don't block
Uh,
the tops as well, so.
yeah, exactly. But I think I probably called,
I like
given
calling,
that.
I do. This is
Yeah, we
the
get a
cleanest run
perfect.
out you can possibly get.
Yeah, I got a perfect river, get a call, and then what's he has? Oh my God, this is a cooler.
You got
That's a
kind,
cooler.
yeah, I mean, he had pretty robust equity. He was never folding, but,
Yeah,
I mean, the times that he does have stuff that does fold, like he's gonna have, I don't know. What
yeah.
would he be
Maybe
bluffing here?
maybe he doesn't bluff as much because the ace is a spade and not a club. So he doesn't have as
Yeah,
much like king x a club, king x with a club and all that. So maybe raising the turn is good. So that's a cool one. Raising the flop is also good. Interesting hand.
it is
But yeah,
interesting.
I don't defend here. Why do you call? Because of price or?
did I call? I think I folded, right?
This has gotta be wide.
Oh.
This has definitely gotta be wide, I think. I mean, he did three bet small, but this feels wide.
Uh, I think it's like not there's a GTO Wizard article recently written about like how to play these spots. So I think I need to go and read that one. But for now, I don't really know. I think I just called because it's cheap. Yeah, okay. I call. Got
Wow,
two
you
over
must
his
have just like,
diamonds.
you must have just not believed this guy to some extent.
I think like because we have like two overcards and a diamond, right? So like
Probably okay.
yeah. River bet is like a little bit over the top. I think it's this is too much.
I think I would prefer like four bigs here.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit big. Like we want to get called by his like pocket fives, his like, you know, stupid stuff. Like I don't really think. I think it's an ace here a lot, and we lose. Yeah,
Yeah, that's kinda
or
what I
kings. Yeah,
feel. That's
yeah.
what I
See,
feel.
badly played, sir. Badly played. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
great.
sizings are
Yeah.
off. Like we were just drawing dead pre-flop,
Mhm.
uh, from the flop as well. So like definitely a lot of spew. Yeah, just taking all the hard-earned money, hard-earned chips, and just throwing away.
Yeah, when I see a guy like that off 20 and change, pulling a not all in three betted, I'm assuming this is still like in registration.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is yeah. ACR is
kinda,
always good registration.
exactly, exactly. It
Yeah,
kinda feels like strength. I just don't know how balanced somebody's gonna be there.
yeah. I should have just folded pre, I think, or
That's what I
just
think
been
too.
much tighter on the flop at least if I'm gonna ever call pre.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
what I think too.
definitely not a great hand. But okay, see if you can cover this. Like I'm pretty sure this run I donk off my entire stack and then I'm short stacked. Then I
This one,
grind
this
get it
one's
back
close
again.
too.
Yeah, this one I think it's like either true betting or calling most of the time.
Uh, I would not be surprised if you're mixing folds here. If not
Yeah,
like, what else is it doing? It's raising, you're right.
yeah,
Well, there it is.
yeah. But yeah, with some ICM probably will make some folds. Oh, the lead Reno.
I
I
like
like it.
this. I
I
think,
like it. I like
do
it.
you wanna have a diamond more or do you not really care?
I think having a diamond is good, you know, because you can barrel more turns. But like this one's still good enough that it'll lead sometimes. So this is a cool one. Like I'm happy to see myself pull off these plays.
This feels pretty heads up. It feels pretty good.
Yeah, it does feel like we got. Oh, it likes to lead without a diamond more. Holy crap, that's cool. Makes sense. Makes sense. I guess with a diamond we can like continue against most more sizes.
So why do you lead here exactly?
No, what do you mean? It's just lead.
It's a small blind texture that leads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
Like
to understand your reasoning.
no, why check when you can lead? We have a good board texture, you know, we hit the board, we have queen high, we can get into full better. We want to build a pot, you know, get a
Okay.
decent draw. Yeah, keep things tricky. We can call a raise as well, yeah. Oh, now it's getting spicy. Holy crap. I mean,
You're committing. I
this one's
wouldn't probably do
probably
this.
not, this is probably not GTO. The flop
Yeah.
lead is probably fine, but the turn lead, the turn donk is a little spicy.
It feels like when you get a really connecting card like that and he just calls, I would probably like, I would put the brakes on pretty hard if you don't have a diamond. Personally,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, it's
Yeah,
kinda
I
interesting seeing you keep going.
it's time to give up, but I think I don't. It's time to give up, you know, because we don't have a diamond. If you have a diamond, 10 of diamonds, I'll be behind this somewhat. Still think the turn is a bit, uh, let's see,
Close,
let's
a
see.
little sussy, a little sussy.
A little sussy, a little sussy. Yeah, yeah, see? Get punished. Just get punished. 10-9, holy crap. Yeah, yeah, see?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, no, see? This is what you get for not respecting the like the ranges of the hands you're supposed to play. Very fitting end, basically, to that hand. But interesting that he raised a flop, so kind of unlucky turn, but you know, it is what it is.
I would
What do you
go
do here?
outside here.
I'm going
Yeah,
small here.
I like half pot as well.
Two high
Half pot
card
is
with a
small.
flush draw against big blind. I think you size up a little,
Yeah.
no? With the,
So what I do is that if like I'm early position and I get like a high card board against the big blind, I always will size up to at least half
Mm,
because we just have stronger hands, right? We're early position, we have more king jack, we're more concentrated around the high cards.
yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah. Half pot seems to be the predominant size. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this one,
definitely reasonable.
Louis slams this one. Yeah, there we go. And
Recording in
people just
progress.
what the hell? No, the thing is that like people just don't play well against half pot as well as they do against 1/3.
Small, yeah.
Yeah. They know how to play against small. They just don't like to play against. They get very comfortable when they play against bigger sizes. I think this is a probably fine to call, I guess. Just hold, please. Don't do anything.
Fine, fine to fold now.
Don't do it, man. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I was
Lucky.
sweating as well. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
a
yeah.
sweaty finger.
I
Okay,
was
this is kind of interesting. He sizes up off 20 and you have a
Mhm.
hand that's a pretty good VPIP. What are you doing here?
Just call, I think.
I think calling would be my guess, but knowing me, I probably okay, good. I called. I was gonna say I jam or some shit. I
40,
think
jamming over ninja feels a little
yeah,
wide. I don't think it'd be crazy if it was closer to 20 effective. Wow,
yeah.
this is like,
All right, let's go. Call.
yeah, this is a goofball spot.
Right,
Yeah,
what do
easy call.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just cooler. Yeah, it's just a cooler, you know. The guy just has it. But we have top pair with a backdoor flush draw, so never folding.
Mhm.
Yeah, just unlucky, I guess. Well, if you put this one, then
Three bet or call?
I think I have to three bet if I want to play.
Thing is,
First
But it's
275 though. The
this
guy's got,
size, right? Yeah.
yeah, he bet
yeah,
275.
either
I
that
think
or fold.
I would just
Yeah, three bet.
fold, I think.
Yeah,
Oh wow, so
that
you went to 6. You literally almost clicked it.
Yeah, I just want to isolate him away from the ninja and God you suck. So like I think generally would just fold this, but I don't. Maybe I didn't like the guy or something. Like he seems like a bit of a
He
like
seems like a guy, yeah.
yeah like a guy that I wouldn't like. So I probably went after him in game. Yeah, I went for the bet. He folds, yeah. So we got him back a little bit. Nice.
Alright, personal vendettas, I'm gonna add that to my game.
Yeah, 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 sure. Let the hatred run through your veins. Okay. I could call this, probably calling it is good.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward one, cuz it doesn't feel like four betting or back raising is gonna perform very well against this range.
Uh,
That's what I was
oh,
gonna
I do
say.
for a bet.
Ooh,
I do
okay.
for a bet.
I think this is a very heavy four bet buffer, no?
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Um, yeah, because you call, you let Crypto Knight in. But the problem is that when you
This is
get jammed
this.
on, what do you do, right? And I think we have to fold,
Your hand is
probably.
nuked.
Yeah. This just has ace king, right?
It doesn't call at all. Is
Yeah.
that
So
right?
So the four bet is good, right? It's a good four.
yeah,
Oh, it does call some, but yeah, I mean, if you're playing against a guy who's balanced and finds all the machine bluffs and plays like a machine, yeah, click some buttons at him.
yeah.
Do you have a read
But
on this guy or?
I mean, I probably just thought he was wide, so I four bet bluffed, and then he jammed on me. So I was like, okay, fine, you can't be bluffing now. I have to fold, right? Or did I
My
call it
read is
off?
he has the nuts now.
No, you're gonna call. Why? Why do you think you call? You must have a read. Maybe you're
I
hot?
don't. I called. Must have been just like tilt or something.
I think you call. It says here you call.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I was
So
gonna say
then
calling feels wide.
maybe he was just an aggro guy. But he probably just had ace king, and I'm just like punting it off. So I don't like the call. I think we have to fold. Yeah, it's a four bet bluff. Yeah, it's kings. Yeah, big surprise. And we don't get there. So we successfully donked off our stack. Successfully went back to like 12 bigs.
Now you gotta, like, what do you gotta call this?
Uh, man, I guess we do.
Yeah, it kinda sucks. Like,
Yeah,
5 to win 12?
yeah, and
We
then you
lose
see,
again.
and then you see we lose again. So well, look at
Here
that.
we are, here
We're
we
just
are,
this is it. This is the run.
and here we are.
This is the run. Yeah, glorious start.
I don't think you sent me the right answer.
Yeah, me neither, man. It would be funny if this was just like we end up just busting and then that's it.
GG.
GG. Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Just give it.
Okay, so thank you to the fellow over here. He wants to keep the run going. Calls it off with 6-10.
My
Not sure about
man.
that one. Yeah. Okay, so we're short again. We jam it, take it down. Defend queen deuce. Yeah, we have to defend very wide when we are very short. So unfortunately, don't flop anything. Okay, easy jam. All right. Wow, we're down to 3 bigs. So okay. Oh, we bust. So sad. So second bullet, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, it was a second bullet thing.
I've never seen that. So the bullets go right after the same minister.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Pretty sure that's how it works, right? I've seen some other runs where this happens, but I think it's 2 bullets total. Yeah,
I think it's
for
an
this one.
ACR thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you do here? Call it off?
I
Yes,
mean,
but I don't think
you're,
you're winning.
I'm
I
calling
kinda,
it off.
I'm kinda with Louis. I don't think you're winning, but I don't think you're folding either.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, the turn.
Oy.
We're winning all the way, guys.
All the
Have faith.
way, way ahead.
All the way ahead, way ahead. I mean, I take sheets is like a crazy guy, so like I was never folding a pair against him.
He's
What are
having
you
a good
setting
time.
here? Jam?
Uh, no, probably 3 bet
Three bet from
more.
12.
Wow, and why
Show
not?
me, show me.
Oh, call. What the fuck?
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are
Calling.
you going?
I think this is pretty bad. Like, you shouldn't. But then again, ACR is no ICM, so like, who knows, right?
Are you going not all in off 12 sometimes
Uh,
here?
if ICM is high enough, like off 14 or something, you can just make it like
Sure.
4. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
3.5,
is a bit.
4.
12
yeah,
is a bit.
with
12 is a bit
ICM,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, of ICM. Yeah. Okay. Spicy nuggets. Okay, so somehow or another we're back in business.
Back.
Okay, we check it over to spicy nuggets, who has nothing much left, and then he has deuces. Damn. Okay. Oh, we flop it. Yeah. Check it over. Bet big on a turn. The, like brought a lot of like draws, you know. Jams it in against us on the river with ace 7. I have no words, guys.
Thank you.
uh,
So I think
yeah,
thank you is the word.
ACR is something else, you know, something special. Okay,
And just like that, we're back.
yeah, just like that, we are cooking again. Big stack, you know.
What are you gonna
Uh,
do?
yeah, here we can do both. We can flat. We can three bet. I probably go for three bet because the shredded pen that you know whatever. Flat is good as well, of course, because ace 5 plays very well, and we just check fold like we should. Okay, so probably this has some low frequency tree betting.
Yeah, can we squeeze two guys? Probably.
So against the like the cutoff and the small blind, I think we have some ability to bluff raise, right? We have some
Okay,
ability to bluff raise.
very high frequency.
Yeah, if in fact very high frequency bluff raise,
You find it.
especially in ICM. Yeah, I find it. Yeah, because if it's against a button, we don't want to do this because the button we should squeeze linear. Because they have position over us, but the small blind doesn't have position. So that's the reason why we get to like mix in some bluffs, ace deuce, ace 7, ace 8, offsuit, you know. So that's a really nice one. Three bet this, I guess, or maybe call.
I would just call.
Nice. Okay. Okay, we check. We donk. Ooh. But no, we check it over, then we donk the turn. It's fine. We have two overs. We have gutty to the nuts, right? So see what happens. Mm, yeah, I think the 7 hits his range too hard. Like because he's got a lot of two pairs, a lot of like 8x right now that he's quite uncapped. So I had to give up this one. Just check call, check folds. Sorry. Yeah. Once the big blind continues, it's like kind of obvious what he has, right? Like some number cards. Oh, this one. Okay, this one I actually ran before, so like I think this one is actually misplayed by me. I think flop is
Mm.
actually a check call, if I'm not mistaken.
Check
It doesn't.
call, huh?
You don't raise
Yeah,
here?
Is this
yeah,
the warm up,
yeah,
by
the
the way?
warm up.
Cool.
Yeah, you don't want to check raise. You can run this one like you don't want to check raise the smaller flushes
Yeah, you tend to protect
because
out of position with them, right?
yeah, and they just don't do super good against. Like once you check raise,
Continues.
yeah,
Yeah.
against continues, right? Because if a heart comes, they're not great. Yeah, see,
You
you
could be
don't have
dead
to.
already too.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just want to check call and just like enjoy
You raised the
life.
set, right? Or no?
Probably. Not sure.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
take a
if you
look.
could use the same logic for a set, you could already be dead if you
No, you
thought about
can't.
it.
Uh, I mean, you mix some raises with
I
sets,
mean, unless
but
he
like,
has sevens and you have threes,
Yeah,
yeah,
but I guess
well,
you
you
can
have an
make
out still.
odds.
But if he has a flush, the board can pair. So
yeah. I mean, sets you kind of would just want to continue doing whatever. You don't really want to raise, I think, too much. Maybe with bottom set, but yeah, pretty much seems like you don't want to raise the 5 deuce, the
It
six
looks like
five.
Is it me or it's raising the wheels that could make a
No,
straight?
no, no.
But I have a
It's
hard time in my mind
no,
imagining.
no. It's raising one big, one small. So like ace deuce, king deuce, queen deuce. There's a reason why it's raising it because when you have king deuce of hearts, you unblock them having like 8, 9 of hearts. You unblock them having like queen 8 of hearts, right? So it will always prioritize raising like king 4 suited.
Also, that's why it's calling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because
Yeah, if
king
you look
9.
at,
Yeah.
look at king, queen suited, like you're blocking, you're calling because you're blocking the flushes you can cooler, like the combos of the flushes you
Exactly.
can cooler.
Yeah.
Whereas king deuce, you're unblocking queen 10, queen jack, all of the ones that he has in range.
Yep. Pretty
Excellent.
much that. Yeah. That's a very core concept of the monotone check raising, which just makes a lot of sense. Like just want them to have like you want to get more money in against the flushes, which you unblock. So king 9 blocks the 9-8, 9-6. You don't want to raise it as much. Yeah. King queen barely anything. You have a king and a queen. You know they have to have like jack high flush. Something.
But you did play raise, and then
Yeah,
you
I
get a
just
3 paired, which is kinda sketchy.
yeah. No, I mean it's okay. I don't really think he has many sets. He's a lot of like top pair, maybe with a heart, maybe without. So I just continue small.
The three
Um,
pairs, I think that's really good.
yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, I wasn't upset. And the rivers are kind of brickish, so I just go for it all.
Should you go bigger on turn?
I mean the river SPR is already like
Yeah, look, I was gonna
pretty
say, look at the
low.
SPR.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
don't
but
think I can go.
sometimes you wanna front load these kinds of boards, right?
But I
Like
don't know how
charge
much
the one
bigger I can
heart
go.
stuff.
Yeah,
What did the
no,
solver like?
the
Or
solver
well,
like
it's
to.
just never raising, right?
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it
like the
just doesn't.
raise.
We should look
Yeah,
at the combo that
yeah,
raises, like, if you have jack 4 of hearts, how big do you
yeah. I
wanna bet turn, Louis?
we can see that. Yeah. Because I think it would be like in general monotone boards you just want to go like less than half pot
Yeah, you
or
gotta
half
front load a
like
little bit.
yeah, it does like half pot a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
11.5.
Cause otherwise you're pricing in any one heart hand, basically, like, one
Yeah,
heart
Danny has a
plus.
point. Yeah, you just want to go a little bit bigger than 1/3 seems, but not too big, I guess. No jamming or anything.
What do you do with this hand if you face a check raise? If you face a C bet, do you check raise or do you call?
I think I check call because like I used to check raise pairs a lot, but now I realize that you don't really want to do that because you don't have that many good turns, right? Like the only good turns are like like deuce, 3 and 4 are okay, but like you don't have that many like great turns
Uh,
when in general when you have a pair in your hand, right? Because you don't have a
Actually,
kicker.
I forgot you're supposed to three bet or jam here. I think it's just three bet, right?
3 bet.
You could
No,
probably jam 40.
too
We
deep
have
to jam, right?
40 big blind, you don't have any pairs there.
40 big blinds is not too
It's
deep to jam.
42.5 and it's not
I
pure
mean
chip
with I
EV
with
anymore.
I with ICM probably just like yeah, chippy V sure, but like in ICM you just don't do that, right?
Yeah,
You don't
That's
jam 40 in
the
ICM,
suicide.
no.
Yeah. So probably the AI solve would be a bit different. But hey, look at that. We get a deuce. And then just go for some nudging value.
That's
Ace
a
is
horrible river card.
Oh
it's not
man.
the best, not the best.
Check
Not the best.
call.
But I think we still have the best hand. We still have the best hand, so we can go for some
Oh, you're gonna go
blockage.
for value?
Yeah,
Blocking? I
yeah.
like blocking. Okay, what do you do versus raise?
We think about it when it happens. Yeah,
You
but
just
Big
no
beat
blind.
pocket
no
jacks
raise.
here.
So
No
the
raise, no
default
raise.
against raise, no?
Yeah,
Kings,
beat
kings,
pocket
kings.
kings here.
See? No, don't check call, don't check call. We just wanna milk his kings a little bit more. Because he does have an ace. He just check back the flop and just call the turn, right? But yeah, hopefully he doesn't have an ace.
Hopefully he doesn't
Do
have
do you
ace four
call or do
suited.
you click here? I think clicking is better.
No, I think clicking is bad.
Oof.
I
Clicking
would
is
never
bad. Why would
I
you
would
click?
never
Hold on,
click.
why would you click, Louis? Walk me through that logic.
Well, if you click in one of these two jams, you can easily fold. Whereas if you
Can
call and
you?
then you get action, it's more
I,
like,
th- I think it's an absolute torch if you fold and you click, cause you have to click to 16. If obelisk jams 31, you're paying 15 to win How much? A mountain of chips.
Are you ever
Uh,
winning against this jam? After you
You
jam?
are winning enough to
That's not the
justify a
point.
call.
You're
You
getting
are
4 to
winning
1
enough.
now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are winning enough to justify a call. If he shows you kings, your ace is gonna be good enough to justify a call.
Yeah, Roger
I
understands even.
I
I love
agree
you,
with
Roger.
Galen. So I will never click. I would either go call or all in, personally.
Now, your logic is sound, Louis, but, you should just call for that reason, so you can fold to a jam.
Yeah.
That way you don't price yourself in.
Yeah, I would call here and probably fold to
For
gamble
some
fund.
reason, Louis thinks calling here is weak. He thinks that if he calls, people will look at his call as weak and he'll get pushed
No,
around.
if I call and somebody
don't know why he
jams,
thinks
I have
that.
aces, I have kings, I have queens in my calling range, so
Exactly, it's not
I'm
a
not
problem.
afraid.
Yeah,
I'm
should.
not afraid, you know?
so
Yeah,
you just
you should
easily
have
fold
everything.
and don't worry about it when you have
Yeah,
ace
yeah,
10. Yeah,
exactly.
there's no reason to worry and think they're gonna, you're like leveling yourself into thinking they're gonna do something against you.
Funnily
Well,
enough, it's
devil's advocate, it does look kind of weak, and that you're kind of inducing.
no, because like if you click, it can look even weaker, right? Like why would you
Hmm.
click aces?
I would
Why would
argue
you
in a
click aces?
PKO, flatting there at some, like, could induce sometimes in a PKO, cause people are like, oh, he's hunting, if he had a
Flatting
hand
there
that
is the
raised.
nuts in the in a PKO. If I have aces here, I'm clicking the call button every time
For
because
sure.
someone's gonna go bananas.
It
Exactly,
varies.
like you will induce more often in a PKO, but in a vanilla, they're not gonna just go crazy on you. There's
People
like
are
less
less
incentive.
incentivized to go hunting for dead money or dead
There's no
chips.
dead money, yeah. It's like always
Yeah.
aces.
Hmm.
But yeah, in PKO, like you actually wanna call a lot of your strongest hands for that very reason. Because you wanna induce raises. Right?
Right,
Which
right,
is why I
right, right.
always like
Yes, sir.
harp on the calling. But okay. Gamble fun, no fun. We shall just move on, I guess.
Hmm.
Yep. Mm. Format the origin. Okay, so yeah, we still have a good stack, you know, like things are going fine. Billie Jean, very
Do you have an idea of what stage of the tournament we're in now? I know it's a long tournament. Is this maybe past registration in the
uh
money?
I'm looking at the chips, I'm looking at the antes. It's like
Okay.
pretty much like it's like 4K, 8K, so probably it's quite a
Still late
quite
reg.
yeah, still very rich.
Right.
100K
It's
starting,
100K
right?
starting, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Nobody
I think
knows.
so.
Even
I
ACR
think,
doesn't know.
Warm up is 100K starting.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think it is 100K starting.
I
Okay.
got
What do
you.
you? Uh-oh, you
Oh,
clicked HRC. What are you doing, Louis?
Louis wants to run the ace 10.
I'm just wanna save it real quick. I'm gonna do it on my own.
yeah. Yeah, you should run it. See if
So it
there's any
should be like
clicking.
very end of late reg here, right? Like 12 bigs. Makes sense.
Hopefully, yeah.
What'd you do, Billie Jean? Let's see what Billie Jean did. Was he out of
Whoa.
line?
No, it's just
Okay,
a
he did it.
standard jam. Standard jam.
Yeah, he did it. This is, okay, so like, if you have a tighter guy, Jeremy, how are you
Yeah.
handling the king jack there? Somebody who's not like sporting a 3-bet of 12 or 13, let's say.
Just call, I guess. Like
That's what
if
I
I
do too. That's what I
yeah,
do too.
if it's a tight guy, just call because he doesn't he
Mhm.
just wanna like actualize your equity, plus he's like very face up post, right? So
Right.
he just has a few combinations
So,
of
And you
hands.
gave him
So
a nice price here too.
yeah, yeah.
6, right?
so
It's
if
not
he's like,
6.5.
No. I have aces, man. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Plus
This
he's a
is,
spewy guy,
So
Billie
he can
Jean.
call more, jam less when you size down.
is
Good
this
game.
ever a jam for king jack? Not at all, right?
No, always jamming, right?
it should be
Uh,
jamming quite a bit, I think.
I would think
GTO
if it's like cutoff button or hijack cutoff, you can jam it every time. I don't know
GTO
about
jam.
low jack hijack
With some ICM, definitely
and not low jack
pretty
hijack.
GTO jam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
shift it down a
never like,
spot, Louis.
I've never 4-bet jam it. I don't,
I mean, this
Make
is
it,
this is chippy V though, so we need to be a bit
yeah,
careful with that.
Right.
So let's see, low jack, hijack. I mean, I'll look at the sim myself.
Anyway, not a big deal, right? Not a big deal.
And also,
Yeah,
Danny,
it's
I
not a
would,
big deal.
I would be a little less sensitive of the sizings. This is also like high volume hour. We ran into a couple spots. I think he's just clicking 6
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
all
It's
of those
just like
3 bets.
I can't keep up. I have like
I
12 tables.
wasn't
13
commenting
tables.
on Jeremy's choice at all. It was more the fact that the villain is facing only 6, so he shouldn't jam as often. He should call more often, and as
Yeah,
opposed to
no,
say had Jeremy
Oh,
made it
that's
7,
sensible. That's
his
sensible.
response should be
right,
less calling and more jamming.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's about
Yeah.
the thing.
Should this hand not be a C bet?
Sorry, this hand shouldn't be a C bet, yeah? Oh wait,
'Cause
because
I
you
think
see, right?
it's
Here's the
It's
like,
thing,
very
right?
short.
it's like a
Here's the
range bet, no?
no. So okay, so here's how it works, right? The board is ace high, it's monotone. So we don't have as many king X of spades as this guy, Devil Morty. Because Devil Morty will have like king deuce, king three, king four, king five, king six of spades. Like the ones that aren't on the board, right? King seven, king eight of spades. We don't have any of those, right? We only have like king queen, king jack of spades, king ten of spades, maybe king nine of spades, something like that. Maybe some. So
So
like,
the ace is kind of a blocker towards your flush range is kinda, I think,
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying,
And he
right?
also will have all the queen X of spades, jack X of spades, which we don't have. So when this happens, when it's like UTG versus Devil Morty, although in this case, yeah, like the stack sizes make it a bit weird, but just think of it as like uh more like the deeper stacks. You don't really want to bet the flop too much with your range because then the big blind can just check raise you and you're screwed.
Interesting,
Yeah,
interesting.
in fact, the big blind does play some leads on this board in some instances when it's a king, let's say it's like ace 10 X of spades, he will play some leads.
Right, so I was gonna say, what
Yeah.
about like, ace high mono? So like ace jack, ace king,
hmm
does it like double the effect essentially?
I think so. Like ace jack X, I'm pretty sure the big blind gets a lead quite a bit. I've led
Mhm.
some
But
sometimes.
in my mind, like mono like this, we got like a pretty good advantage when position. So you just range bet. And then ace high against the big blind at 10 big blind, you just range bet as well. I'd be really surprised if it's not a range bet. Then this
No,
hand
so
always
in
wants
this
to.
case, yeah, I would agree with Louis in that like it says high. Plus, we don't care about the flushes when we're 10 big blinds deep, right?
Right,
When we're
yeah,
40 big
what
blinds
Jeremy's,
deep, we care about the
yeah.
flushes, yeah. Which is
Jeremy
why
was
I
talking more generally, so if you made it like 40, that heuristic may change some.
yes, yeah. So this one I don't think it's fine to range bet, because
Louis
whatever we
thought
have an ace.
Louis thought he was right. He saw 0% check, but it turns out we're just not here.
No, I really think it's a range bet regardless, no?
Well, look it up. I'm intrigued.
You can't for the depth, but we could
We
look
make it
deeper.
a little deeper.
Just make
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
40, yeah.
make it 40 and we see what happens because that's more interesting than this 10 big blind stuff. Yeah.
You're at 12, but yeah, you can still set it up this way, right?
Wait, what? It's should be like UTG1 versus big blind, I think.
Yeah,
Why
you're
is it a
clicking
button?
button. You keep clicking button for some reason. They both
Yeah,
have Bs. I can understand it.
they both have these.
He was just going up in depth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the like even against you're gonna see a lot of checking for sure. And king queen off doesn't seem. I mean, it seems to like
What are you
bet.
doing though, Louis? You're just looking at open ranges.
Yeah, we're trying to get king, queen off to open. I'm sorry.
No, we were
Alright,
saying
so click it up one then.
40 big blinds is the heuristic Jeremy was kind of talking about, like deeper
Yeah,
stack
like
stuff.
let investigate the 40 big blind one. I mean, this one is obviously fine to range bet. Like I think it's whatever because like an ace will just stack off regardless, right?
Okay, I just wanna
So
look quickly.
Yeah, hurry up.
at this
Okay.
spot.
Sitting here doing nothing.
okay,
Clicking up and down, looking at open ranges, like look at
okay, let's see. So yeah, obviously no leading, right? Of 10 bigs. Then obviously range bet, right? Because it's just 15 bigs.
Right.
You can do some drilling. What the fuck? Yeah, like at this stack depth, we don't care about flushes, but once we get deeper, let's see how it changes. 41% checking. Very interesting. and we look at the big blind range. Uh,
After the three bet?
yeah, so okay, like a little bit of leading, but try ace jack, 7 or something, because then probably it might be a bit more relevant.
Ace, jack, yeah, right. Yeah, the more blockers.
Not really. Oh,
But
maybe because you use UTG 1, but
maybe
yeah,
you wanna
okay,
go to UTG? Yeah, I mean, you see it starting to activate, so the concept has
yeah,
some merit to it. So like if you are using like ICM adjusted ranges that are tighter and it's a higher concentration, it probably becomes a lot better. Like
yeah,
it's just interesting. I don't do a lot of this. I'm kind of like in the Louis school of thought where I see a monotone flop and I'm like, I'm just clicking buttons really. I'm just putting like
Same.
yeah.
a small bet.
So a trick you can try is just to check raise. If somebody rage bets ace high mono against you, just try to check raise them from the big blind. It might
Yeah,
be cool, kind of cool, yeah. You can
right.
try it out, yeah. But anyway, we hit the flush.
Easy life, easy game.
Yeah. Oh no, we don't hit the flush. He hit the better flush. So
Not so easy game.
yeah, but it's just a small pot, so not too. It's still cool.
You could jam here sometimes, I think, but if it's ICM, maybe it's a little much.
I think we jam queen 10 suited, queen jack, like queen 9 suited, stuff like that. Jack 9 suited. Queen king suited seems a bit too
Calls
good
higher
to.
EV.
Yeah, it seems like calling is higher EV
Right.
because like we want to keep in all his like king jack, it's cooler him. But we missed the flop in fold. Yeah, a queen 10 suited is a very good jam there. Fold a lot better. Great equity against ace king.
Jack 10 suited too.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a chip EV thing for sure at
no?
some stack depths, Roger. I
Aren't
don't
those all a
know
call actually?
when you start adjusting it. It's
I don't
polar,
know.
right? You're jamming, you're raising the worst and then you're raising the value. I was just kinda curious if like, king, queen suited makes it into the bottom of the value sometimes.
Yeah, maybe.
I love this 3-bet, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is good. A little 10-6. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, I gotta
Hey,
look
Pretty
at that.
standard.
Look at that. Very standard raise.
I'm surprised.
50%.
I find less of the
50%.
tens and more of like
Usually more like 10-8, but
queens,
yeah.
jacks.
Can I ask
Yeah,
Jeremy,
Jack
are you
deuce, Jack
doing
3,
this
Jack
based
Alright.
off
4.
your role in Jirogen?
Yeah.
Are you doing it based off his stats?
Doing it based off the roll mostly, and like
Okay.
obviously we don't want the guy to like Uber in it with or like some 0 fold to 3-bet guy, So just
He's,
just roll,
He's
yeah.
randomizing by the colors of his boxer briefs that day,
Yeah.
Danny. It's the new meta, okay?
I
Get rid
I,
of
I
your
always
Jirogen.
I always play in the nude, so I don't like actually
Ah,
have access to
well,
that. We just let
well,
it hang out over here, yeah.
we're gonna have to find a new
I'm only
randomizer.
half kidding, so
A little warm
Okay.
there, huh?
yeah.
He's only nude from the waist up.
I was gonna
That's
say, so he's
that's the
only,
half part.
I'm
so he
only
wears
half
the
naked.
shirt. So
That's
he
right.
wears the shirt. He gets cold sometimes.
Yeah. We've got the
Porky
hoodie
Pig in
on.
it?
We got the hoodie on. got the
Exactly,
Parky pig.
which is hanging,
Oh my
which is
god.
hanging lower, Dooley. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
That poor chair.
But it's always the left. I'm just gonna bluff every time.
That's a college humor reference. Yeah. Okay. What's going on? Like,
I
yeah, we
have no
bet the
idea what's
flop.
going on. Where are we at? We're on a
We
new
bet the
flop.
flop with Jack 10.
We're on
I
its
don't.
new turn.
Yeah, and then I think we check it. We check the turn, right? We should check the turn. Nice. Nice river. He bets. What do we do here?
It's
This is
ACR, so you fold.
probably a pretty good bluff
Oh,
catcher, but what was the
we
turn action?
call
I'm
and
sorry.
we lose is what I think we do.
Check,
think
check,
Bet
turn.
flop, check, turn.
I think it's
Uh,
a fold.
Check, dude, you can't fold if it's like maybe an ACR, you can
the
make a,
10 is not good, right? The 10
10
of
is bad.
spades is bad. Bad 10. So
but it
maybe
was,
we should fold.
Spades
it
are
was,
fine.
so it went
No,
check,
I don't.
10
bet,
is bad.
call,
Check, bet, call.
check,
Check. Bet
And then he
river.
leads for a little bit larger sizing with the
Yeah, yeah.
3.
I think Jack nine is a lot better here. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah, yeah. I agree with Louis. I
Then the
think
three
Louis.
paired.
Yep.
And
The
then
tree, he has some 3x, yeah.
they don't have what it takes to show you a stone bluff here where
So
this
here's the thing,
show us
right?
an
Like,
ace too off.
yeah. So let's think, what
There's
are his bluffs? What are his bluffs, right? His
5-4
bluffs are 5-4,
diamonds.
some diamonds, right? Queen jack, queen 10.
It's gonna have some
King 10.
suited deuce 4
Yeah.
clubs, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So the good thing is that the tree is a club. So if the tree wasn't a club, he would have more 3x, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
that's a good thing. So I don't mind calling this.
I
because,
probably need to call the,
What
I have-
size was flop?
the three
Three?
pair,
Uh,
the ace is out there. I mean,
Third?
size and flop was just like 33%.
Is he folding any 3x?
Yeah. So I do. It's like
Does it
indifferent on the
matter that
river.
it's a club?
It's indifferent on the river.
I'm just gonna say from a theory perspective, like the machine's gonna tell you to call, but I definitely do not mind making like exploited deviations and just handing this pot over sometimes.
I'm folding here because I don't think pop is like good enough to find enough bluffs here.
Well, it is
I-
a 109 on a
Yeah.
Sunday, so I mean, maybe it
So
really
especially
depends.
fold.
Maybe
think
what
That's
population,
fair, that's
maybe
fair,
they
that's fair,
find
Danny.
30% of the bluffs here, maybe?
I think they have lots of like the 5-3, 5-4. So not 5-3, like 5 deuce, 5-3, 5-4.
There's
offsuit.
polarization errors too, like,
Yeah.
look at this, like, this guy should be like boxing you up big time.
Yeah. So anyway, the thing is that
There
I
are
s-
players I think might fold that gut shot on the flop. Not gonna lie.
maybe, but like
Peak
I think
volume, maybe clicking buttons, yeah.
yeah, I think I just called this because it's theory call, but like I agree that like we can probably just fold this and be fine. I like to fold it, but couldn't help myself. I'm a
He's just
station.
got the absolute
He's
Save
just
some
a-
money here, IMO.
Yeah, he is very strong up the top of his range, basically.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so there you can put an exploit. The guy bets small because he blocks everything that can continue, and he's just trying to get paid by like pocket sixes there.
Yeah, I need to get better at stopping at recognizing the milking sizes because I think I get milked a lot. You know.
I think, well, see, I'm gonna play devil's advocate there for you, cuz I've watched you play sometimes and I think you might get milk sometimes. I don't know if it outweighs the EV of when you just absolutely catch people with their pants down, cuz you do that
Nah.
so much.
Yeah, it's a little gross sometimes, but like
It,
I don't
it
know.
really is.
So I have, but like my river stats were very bad at one point, but I
Mm.
worked a lot of it on my river calls with my coach. So I think I have like a little bit less spewy river stats now.
Yeah, I go
Hopefully.
back and forth with it because I see that. I lean on the nittier side, but then I see you making like a lot of
Yeah.
money sometimes
Th-
in some of those close spots. So
Okay,
I'm
tell
like,
you
does that
what.
outweigh it?
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll make the bluff catching montage soon and I'll release it soon.
The
You're gonna
good
see
and the
like
bad, the good
yeah,
and the bad,
the bluff catching montage. Yeah.
the
The good, the
good, the
bad, the
bad, the
yeah,
ugly.
agree.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
bus so yeah. That'll be a cool one because I
Running
have
into
so many
quads a
saved up.
bunch.
Nah, not really, but mostly just getting owned.
I don't know
Fine.
about this jam here because we're getting pretty deep in the game.
We have nines though. What do you want to do?
Call.
Fold? Wait, fold? Did you say fold?
He
Call.
said
Yeah, I said
call.
call.
Mm.
I don't like calling because like we're out of position. It's 2.5. If we jam here, we get an extra one big blind. You know, it's like so juicy.
Yeah, it's
It's
tough,
also not.
man.
Yeah, it's not
You're
like
gonna run
UTG
into
plus
it
UTG plus one.
sometimes.
You know, it's not like it's UTG plus one. This is like UTG plus
UTG
one, low
one,
jack.
low jack.
You know, it's okay. You know, like they can have worse hands.
What are you doing with 8-7s?
Call.
Okay, so you are calling. So like, basically nines is where you're flipping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sevens jamming would be a punt. Huge punt, because
that's what
they
I would
will
think so too.
call nines and then call again, right? But we have nines, so they don't have nines, right? So with tens plus, people generally try to three bet. I think is the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So mainly we're afraid of him just having like aces, kings, and maybe sometimes like just ace queen suited, ace king suited.
I think
but-
this one rides the line, to be quite honest. I think it's very close. Like, I don't hate jamming and I don't hate calling.
yeah.
Raising seems, raising to
Everything, that's
8.1
everything.
seems, insane.
You
to
should
be
look
honest.
like
Seems-
quarter of the field, I see.
Yeah, I'll check some ICM ranges out. Link it if I find something good. But
Quarter
yeah,
or
I think
18.
it's
Yeah.
I don't think it's that deep yet, but,
it's just probably
Post
It's
late
still-
reg is
pretty
typically 30%,
50
right?
hands
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
pretty
eight-
Been a
deep.
little past that.
ACR is very like when late reg ends, it's like 30% or 25% left.
that's
It's pretty-
fair. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe
We've
you're
been
right.
playing for 5 hours or something, pretty much.
Yeah, the late reg for this thing, I think, is a 5-hour window, so
Yeah.
it's getting
That would mean you're
close.
even further in, right? Like,
Yeah,
more
I think you're
people
right,
have come
Danny.
and gone and busted and re-entered, and maybe you're more like 18 now that it's past
Yeah.
end of late reg a little bit.
One.
Yep, Peter.
Yeah, this is a good one.
We lost you there for a minute, Peter, by the way.
Okay,
Ooh.
so
It's
you're pulling
That's
from the right
close.
area, even if this hand is a pip wide, right?
Yeah.
Look at ace nine suited, for instance. Okay, so like when you start applying ICM, like the heuristic that we've kind of identified before, where you're interacting with the calls in the bottom of their range, it just nukes that range. And I think nines and eights, like I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah, plus the one more thing is that it's 2.5, right? Like 2.5 is like so juicy. It's an extra
That's extra
value
money to
meal, extra
steal.
value
That's,
meal, yeah.
yeah,
So I kind of
you
want to
got a
get it
free
in there.
upsize. You got a free
Yeah,
upsize
free
there.
upsize, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Says does jam a little
Unless
bit,
it's a
yeah.
sizing tell.
Maybe not, yeah. But okay, we got away with it, so it's good.
You got a happy meal. Congratulations.
If he has it, you know. Sometimes you just gotta put him to the test. Oh my god, what the Yeah, rough Sunday. Okay,
Jack nine,
Hmm.
8-handed later in a tournament off 25.
I think I
Oh
Is
yeah, it is a
this-
little light of an open, eh?
I was just
Maybe.
thinking, like, I'm just thinking for myself here, like, this has gotta be the worst you're opening, right? Like, Jack eight suited, what are you doing with?
I have no, of course Jack Suit I'm folding, but I think
Okay,
I actually don't remember most of this tournament because I was like, this is like like a weird time in my part of the world. Like I was like one tabling it and like I
oh,
don't know what like
that's right,
it's like
right.
so like grindish. So probably a lot of autopiloting mistakes. This is
I'm not
probably one
like
of them.
overly questioning it, I'm more so questioning my game, cause I think about myself, if I'm dialed in deeper in a tournament,
You
kind of
probably
like,
want to fold this, I think, because
okay,
Never Skip Leg Day has 109 bigs. Small the Hero, which is Smilkovich has 60 on the button. Harry Pote also covers by a lot. So like a lot of people will attack
yeah,
for
there's a lot that can go wrong here when you open up here.
yeah. And the worst thing is that the big blind and the small blind are pretty short, and if they jam, we cannot call. So that's like very very bad,
Okay.
you know. But this is good.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
more
good.
so probing for intention here, like, I'm not really questioning it, I'm just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, sure.
I get on a Sunday, like, autopilot happens, and then additionally, like, you're playing at the wee hours of the morning for you,
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah. So
your
we're just trying
brain's
to get through
probably
the
melted. Exactly,
trying to
yeah.
get through the tournament. You know, just trying to grind it through. It's not really, you know, full concentration. But yeah, like I pointed out many valid reasons why we should not open that hand.
See
So,
this one, okay, this is another one right here. He gives you like a beautiful prize, but you have 7, so I mean, this is, I guess, an effective jam in some sense. But you get the overcall from Eric Aces too.
yeah, if not, I would be probably like, I don't know, maybe I still call. I don't know. Seems kind of weird. How did we win this tournament? How did we
I
get
have no
second?
idea. This is a wild spot
Let's
right here.
go, call.
I don't think you can fold. I don't know if you
We have
can.
we have like a three to flush, a three to straight.
Louis, what are you doing here?
I don't know, man, honestly, from here, it's like,
It's
I
time
get
to
it,
go.
man. You have a beautiful price. You're paying 2.5 to win a lot.
If
But
we put in the money pre-flop, we have to go with the flop, I think.
Yeah,
I think
look
so.
at your
This is like,
equity here, 32% equity, 17% odds, so.
Yeah,
ring.
exactly. Well, how can we fold? How can we
you know
fold?
what I'm doing here? You know what I'm doing here?
Open
I'm
jam,
playing,
I think that's what I'm
no,
doing.
I'm
No, no,
limping.
no.
I'm limping is what I'm doing here with stuff like
Ah.
this.
Yeah, I
What
don't
about
know.
stop and go here on this texture? Cause it's,
I don't think you fold out better. So probably not. Because ace queen will call.
I guess you'll
I
get
think.
check, check, check sometime, so it's probably not crazy, but you're definitely not folding, I don't think.
Yeah. Kind of weird. But like, stuff happens. So, okay, beautiful turn.
Chop.
Oh, you're gonna
Forward.
chop. You just chop now with like all
Yeah.
aces, so that's really
He got
nice.
lucky. He got
You free
lucky.
roll Eric Ace's money. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah. Very necessary pot. But here
The
we,
call is good.
yeah. This one I don't know. Yeah.
I
I think
like it.
this is, what did you
Yeah.
do? You led for one?
No. We call pre instead of three betting, of course.
I
Then
think that's very
we
good.
check raise the flop pretty small,
Think that's
like very
good.
obnoxious, very obnoxious. I think it's okay. I think it's
Just
fine.
your sizing, you make it look too much if you have a queen and. I would make
Yeah.
it 3x.
Are you
Yeah.
ever like bluffing here is my one issue.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
will.
I,
Yeah, that's the thing.
Pair
It's like,
board
oh,
from the big
please
blind.
call me. That's what the
That's really
sizing
big.
screen.
like this guy David Ice David, I recognize that name. He's like a little bit higher ABI guy on GG. Like he
Oh yeah,
sees
yeah.
something like this and he's probably like, is it ever a bluff? I mean, I guess he can't fold a king though.
The thing is that I bluff this spot a lot, right? Because I have like all the jackets of hearts, I have like ace X, I have like all sorts of stuff that does want to bluff this flop. You can have like jackets of diamonds, 10x of diamonds and stuff.
If you're
So
bluffing this, if you're bluffing off this stack depth in this spot,
yeah,
I like it. I think it's good.
yeah, definitely bluff. But like,
But I feel like it's very difficult to balance when you're clicking the guy at 2.7 or whatever the hell you did.
cheap bluff, just get the cheap bluffs in, and if people give you credit, that's even better.
So
All
you
in?
jam,
All in, all in.
yeah, you jam here versus the cutoff.
Nice. All in.
You jam here versus that guy loves you.
All in.
Yeah, no
Easy
need to
game.
get cute there, right? No need to get
Yeah.
cute.
You never
No,
called
no.
a 5 here?
Sorry. I think
Wait.
with kings I don't
I'm-
like it because he has a lot of ace X, right? That does this kind of stuff. Early position, right? So I don't want to let him hit his ace. I don't want to let him actualize his equity. It's not like he's
I
gonna
think,
bluff it off against me post,
I
once
think
I
I
call.
agree with that. I think I agree with you on that. Like aces, sure, I'm gonna play call here.
Yeah. Aces I'll still play. Kings I don't like to still play generally. Now our turn.
Let's think of, this has gotta be good, the deeper you get into tournaments. Like, I think the
Yeah.
more chippy V oriented, I like this way less.
Yeah, yeah.
But, when you're like ICM adjusted, this is definitely good,
Yeah,
right?
this is a bluff. This is not like this is a true betting as a bluff, right? So we want to
Yeah.
make him fold like, yeah, same hand, ace jack off maybe. Some stuff with equity against us, king queen off. Yeah, it's really good. You need some bluffs. Damn. It's fairly simple, yeah. Okay. Now we just check it over, I think. All right. Go for a check call, I think.
Mhm.
Check. Now we go for big
Like that?
size maybe.
I like value.
Yeah,
So
big bet.
I don't know how big I wanna go here. Like,
Yeah. It's a
if you go
It's a
too,
chop spot though, so
yeah, if
yeah.
you go too big, you're getting called by better and chops. So like, you really wanna target a jack or like I mean, he called pre-flop. He doesn't have too many better pairs. It's really like a jack that I think you're after, like maybe eights or nines or something. But you're
Yep.
blocking eights.
Yeah, probably medium size is good. Because it's a chop pot after all, like, it's
I
not
would
like
go,
we have a
yeah,
half
I
pot.
think this is very good. Very good.
Yeah, I like it.
Remember, that's the same spot, the same size that the guy used on Jeremy when he had that
Yeah.
jack a few lines ago, and that's
The ace jack, right?
that's something
Yeah.
that's very common. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that guy was in the big blind, but
It's a
yeah,
jackpot
different
milky
yeah,
size.
milky size.
same, song and dance. I think this is a jam.
Is it?
Uh,
With
This is
the
a
Or a
call?
tough
raise.
spot for me.
With the call?
I think I would probably jam this.
I think raising's good. Okay, so Eric Ace is got like half of the cards in the deck. And exploit is, I mean, it's true, he's gonna have like some strong stuff that's inviting you in, but like, he's also gonna have a lot of very medium strength hands. Like if he's got ace eight suited or king nine suited, stuff like that should probably be calling here too, right?
King nine,
Maybe not king nine, but maybe like king jack suited,
King jack
king
suited,
queen off even. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
in that range.
This is
It's,
worth a HRC thing, so maybe I'll. But I don't really know the deck.
I would agree. Maybe you
Yeah.
don't jam. I think, I mean, if you're not jamming, actually, what are you
No,
doing?
I'm definitely jamming. Yeah, if I
You
put in
can't,
money,
he doesn't
I
have
can
enough.
call. Maybe I can call. I don't know. I don't know.
So,
I wanna raise, I don't wanna call.
I think if I raise, I'm definitely jamming.
so
Yeah.
I saw a similar like spot um to this, but it was in a final table configuration, I guess, where this like happened, like button jams, small blind calls, and then big blind jams, and then when the
Hold
big
on,
blind,
we gotta help Louis real quick.
what's
Go
our
back
guess?
to the go back to the pay structure. So you only have 10 paying right now. If you hit the little file folder, oh,
No,
you know,
no,
you have more. So you have,
30.
okay, that's fine. This is fine. It's not gonna be the exact same, but I only thought you had 10 paying. Sorry to interrupt, Greg. Yeah, that should be good.
What's our guess on player count?
You're
I
gonna have to
mean,
scale it down according to what the pay structure is. So like, let's say 300 get paid in the warm up. You have like 30, we'll say 380 get paid in the warm up. You have 300 here. So scale down the field by a factor of 10. So,
Sunday on ACR, it must be like 2,000 players.
so make it like 60 remaining or something. 60 players or something like that. Cause like, you're probably like getting kind of close, but not like hard bubble. That's probably like reasonable. I don't know about the chip counts. That curve looks alright though. That doesn't look bad.
yeah, I agree. Seems pretty good. This is
All
interesting. I
in.
think I jam.
Sorry, Greg, I just wanted to make sure we got him set up before he started clicking buttons, if you wanted to finish your story.
yeah, so like it was kind of final table structure. It was a final
Uh-huh.
table though, so it's a little bit different.
Okay.
ISAM is way more relevant. But essentially big blind jams and small blind has a huge folding range. I'm pretty sure ace king is even like folding in that spot.
Oh, yeah, final table
Now,
for sure, I would agree.
well, yeah, but like I said, I don't know how the adjustment essentially applies here. If that would still be a thing. I think exploited still probably finding jam or like a call off with like ace king. But I don't know what hands are just flatting the jam, right? Like what is like what would you range somebody doing that? That's like
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what we were trying to go
to-
through, and I think it's the best hands and like the worst calling hands, so it's gonna be kinda polar. So you're protecting like your king jack, for instance, with your king, maybe your king jack off even, with like aces.
So
Mm.
when
I don't know
someone's
about being
supposed to be polar, what do you do?
Not jam into them.
That's right. Because they fold all their bluff and garbage and continue with all their value. So if he's
Yeah.
polar here, it's just gonna want you to call.
We're
Well,
technically
there's a little more to it than that, Pete, because there's dead money here and you're playing against a wide range. So it's wide range and potentially dead money.
Okay,
mm.
you're not worried about the wide range. You're not worried about the first guy. The first guy is no concern.
Right, exactly. So
He-
that's why I would say he's essentially, it's essentially
Any
dead
two
money.
cards guy, yeah.
So I
Yeah,
have an
yeah.
issue here. I want to know, basically. Like this here, he's open jamming, the small
Okay.
blind call, and we only have a 3-bet range. I want to have either a 3-bet range or a calling. range.
Okay, so you have to change, like you have it on simple, like you have to go back to
Yeah,
pre-flop.
no.
It's not
you
gonna
need
work like
to-
this?
No,
No, we need to do advanced.
that's why I've been trying to tell you, like, you can't just use the simple thing all the time, but,
Because then the call will not be registered, right? The post flop will not exist. So we need
right,
the
and
yeah.
the kinda, I had brought up that point, it like screws with the abstractions a little bit, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. I think I can run the sim myself. with some settings, then post it later.
That'd be cool.
Because I have the server set up. So should be easy. But it's an interesting hand for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what I would be doing in this spot. I
think it's
agree
a-
with Pete though. Like I'm pretty sure that
I
calling
think
is
we are three-handed, right? So it's like three-handed button, small blind, big blind, very wide configurations. Lots of hands will be VPing. So ace jack off is probably pretty strong. I think
Did
I
we
would
get
like
it set up?
personally say
I'm
check.
actually really curious about this, cause I don't wanna say calling's a punt, but like, I think the deeper we
Yeah,
get into
it
these
is fascinating.
situations.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you are running it. Sorry, we can continue now. Did you
No,
get the
it's-
settings figured out, Louis, like you wanted?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
All right, let's see.
Just curious why CL is so high here.
Your
So what-
CI, the convergence interval, it always starts high like this, but depending on what kind of post flop settings you have is gonna dictate how long it takes to converge to your target, which you've set to 10.
Well said, well said.
Hmm.
What do we do here?
Okay, so why is it so long is what I'm wondering.
Well, did you mess with any of the post flop settings? Did you check things like what kind of sizings you were using, how many abstractions you set, how many flats you put? Did you add cold calls? Do you know all these answers?
Yeah,
Okay,
Well, then that's the answer.
yeah. I think it'll take quite long, generally. Like a sim like this. Probably like with
But it's, I mean, you're dealing with a big blind range, which has a
I
lot of
didn't
calls.
think that sim was gonna be very tough to compute.
this.
Yeah, I didn't think I didn't think the Pio sims that I was trying
Yeah.
to run were gonna be difficult either, but apparently they take forever, so.
Let's go. So
But
basically
I have been running.
we exploited, but we
So
got
you
exploited by
did
our graces.
jam, you did jam and you
Yeah,
ran into like a really good situation. It just,
yeah.
you
We have
know,
a strong hand. It definitely jams. But
I'll be
I will.
interested. I'll be
Yeah,
interested.
I want to see if it calls. That's the thing. I'm kind of kinda on the Galen boat of seeing if it calls because it's kind of cool to call as well. But okay, moving on. Call
Calling.
this one. Yeah, we don't need to raise. We pick up a gutter.
He gave you a beautiful price, so you just
Yep.
click the call
We
button.
have position as well. Very beautiful.
Smells like value.
Oh no, we
oh,
gotta
that's
fold.
value.
We gotta fold.
Yeah, well, you fold now. You're not calling
No, no, no. I'm not that
with king
crazy.
high.
Okay. So
You are calling this though.
Yeah, for sure. Ready happily. So let's see what he does. Hey, why are we back up to 9 big blinds again? This is not
It's
this is
never
not the
easy.
way.
Never easy, right?
This is not the way.
Okay, this one's kind of interesting. I feel like the king four here is like at the fringes of chippy V defense.
Yeah, but we have to defend very wide here because we were very short, right?
Right, as the shorter you get, and he also gave you like, he gave you the pure 2xer,
He
so
didn't
I
do the
guess it's
2.4, yeah. The 2.4,
exactly.
2.5 thing. Ooh, God.
I don't know. What do you think, Louis?
Think it could be a jam because we have a blocker.
Oh, I don't know about jamming. Jamming feels, I feel like if you're jamming, like maybe if you had the suited one.
I think like if I recall correctly, I think it's like king 7, like and above would be jamming. I think that's the magic hand in this spot against cutoff.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I would stop and go with this.
Okay, so one check on the flop, you lead turn with the king, pretty good.
I think this is great, and you leave yourself room to bluff. Okay, so you get a brick on the river, you're definitely bluffing this hand, right?
Wait.
Well,
I'm back.
cutoff versus big blind. How many ace high boards does he check?
He shouldn't
Not
check
many.
any, really.
Yeah, I don't
To
think
be
he's supposed to
honest.
check any. I don't know.
He's
what
got
he's
like
doing.
pocket eights here, right? That wanna check and pocket sevens.
Yeah, that's about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
this
too.
is the Ice David guy too, so it's like, I would be pretty, I would assume he's familiar with ranges and things like that.
Maybe he has king queen, just thinks he's not folding out much better, you know, just checks the back and gets led into on a diamond, doesn't have a diamond, folds.
I
Very
like jamming this
plausible.
also, the
Yeah.
suited gap region. Oh,
Yeah.
this is pretty good. Okay, I don't know if I'm doing a bunch of king nine there from the cutoff. Does that seem
Yeah.
standard to everybody?
This seems
Yeah,
very standard to
it
me.
was pretty short.
Yeah.
King 9 suited should be fine.
From the cutoff, yeah, maybe?
Well,
For
not from the
14?
hijack. Yeah, from the cutoff is okay. Maybe it's a bit too gappy, but um,
So this
could
is
be
a
could
spot
be.
where I
Well,
think.
that's what I
we-
was thinking. It's a pip below of what I normally
Yeah,
would have done.
maybe you're right. You're right. Could be a bit loose, but you know, exploitative. Maybe the guys are tight.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
don't hate
Louis.
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I like a call here a little bit. Cause
Yeah, we're not folding. We're not
Well-
folding.
when they flat from the button, they don't really have a king, right? Or they don't have their best kings. They don't have ace king, they don't have kings. So on king eye boards, I feel like button is betting too often. And it's the
Mm,
spot
What do
where
they
it's
have a
easy,
lot of, what do they have a lot of when they flat here, though?
like tens, nines.
They have like ace X suited. They have
Jack
know,
10,
yeah,
10,
Jack 10, Queen
9,
Jack,
7,
stuff like
8,
that.
8, 9. They do have a lot of equity here, but I mean, okay, so if you didn't have the spade, would you still be on the same train of
no,
flatting?
I would be totally throwing away the hand, but
Fair,
with the
okay.
spade, I would consider calling. I think it's still like reasonable to fold, you know. Now that I look
Yeah.
at it again, like but he just has too much to interact with this board. So yeah, just
Huh.
folding is good.
That's where I'm at too, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, I hear what you're saying. I think it's theoretically sound, Louis. But, I don't know if I'm gonna try to fight for the solver's 0.1
The,
or 0.01 EV here.
there's one big problem with this one is that we don't have any turn cards that we really like. There's a lot of bad turn cards. There's very few good turn cards, right?
Even the six of
5,
spades would be a nightmare, right?
yeah,
If you
even
get a
6 of
spade
spades
and
is
he
not
keeps
great.
barreling, yeah, if he
Yeah,
gets
it's
a
not great.
spade and he's
Yeah,
barreling, like you
it's
feel like,
still
you still
gross.
feel very bad.
Yeah. Only good one is 5, and even 5 is like okay, you know,
He
just
could
go
still be
straight on
way
board.
live, he could
Yeah,
still be very live
yeah,
versus
yeah,
your
yeah.
butt.
So I think these situations are very key to avoid.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I folded. I'm proud of my fold.
What was the sizing decision there? Why less than versus over? Is it just because of your stack?
Are you talking
Uh,
about fives hand or what?
The ace queen hand before, like right here.
what
Are
about
you
it?
talking about his flop size or his turn
Yeah, no,
size?
turn size, yeah. So I know that you chose like 90% of
Yep.
pot, but I was wondering like why 90 versus a little bit over or pot.
I think it's because like the board is very coordinated, right? Like if I go like really small, like overbet doesn't make sense too much
Mhm.
because like I don't want to bluff with an overbet size, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so like this size is like just right for me to bluff with.
This gives
I
you a
have
really attractive river bet also if
yeah,
he
and plus
continues.
its sizes it shapes up the SPR really well on the river,
Mhm.
right? I think it's maybe even a little bit too big, but like it's fine.
That's
You
what I
know,
was
like
thinking actually. I was gonna say, what are your thoughts, Greg? Where do you think it should have been?
So I thought normally this is supposed to be like 100% pot versus like a 90%, or maybe like, or if you're that worried about like sizing being too large, maybe like 65, 70%.
I think it's a factor of you only have 12 big blinds, so you kinda need
yeah,
to, if you're bluffing, okay, so like if you're balancing bluffs for a full pot size bet here and he's continuing, it's really gonna be detrimental to like the rest of your future play here.
Mhm.
I think it's like I think the ratio of chips to your chip stack start playing a factor when you start getting this low, as well as the percentage of the pot. Like, I think
The
you worry about it lesser. I think you worry about like the fraction of your chip stack less when you're deeper, just because it doesn't impact like your future play at all.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that I was wondering is, we block some of the nut straights that would get there. Is this ever a jam? On the turn, and I'm guessing the answer is
Ooh.
most likely no.
I would be
But
shocked
I
if
was
you're
just,
jamming here, to be
but
honest.
I'm just wondering, like, is that ever a play? Because like I could see myself doing that in this spot, and that probably is really bad. But I just
What
want
is
to
he
know.
continuing with? Like, okay, so it goes check, check, flop, and like, where you're getting, where's your value target if you like just pile it here? Like a ace 10, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, ace 10, king 10, stuff like that.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I don't think of the jam.
No,
I was just wondering what you thought, Jeremy.
yeah. So like I just think that like we bluff with this size very effectively by just going over pot jam. We isolate ourselves against his best hands, which we don't want, right? We want to sometimes call with like 8-7, with like 9-10, like stuff like that, pair and draw.
Gotcha.
So if you just go over pot, makes his life easy.
Yeah, he
And
doesn't
we
have a
can
hard decision.
Yeah, and we
That's
can
true.
never bluff with that size, right? Because that would be suicidal.
Mhm.
Yeah, so definitely like my size here. Seems a bit big, but it's fine. It's good. Uh, yeah, we can continue.
Um, sorry, do you think you're folding out lower aces here with the jam then? It would be like ace five, ace four, etc.
Probably not, but like, I don't think I'll fold out an ace. But like, I mean, depends on the guy, man. If he wants to fold, he can fold. But like, I think with this size, I get to continue with enough like king jack, queen jack, stuff like that. That I really want I really don't mind calling, right? Because I have a queen. I block. If a 10 comes, it's like, it doesn't matter.
I think there are even some situations, right, where like the 9 has to call. Third
Yeah, for
pair,
sure.
yeah, like third
Or
pair
like a
has to
pair and
call.
draw, like a 8x of spades, stuff like that.
Yeah.
10x of spades, like lots of stuff will call.
Yeah, I don't want to railroad too hard about it. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
Mm.
no, it's good. Okay. Bang. River. Nice. So we 3-bet exploited. We seem to not like exploit it very much. Keep going after him.
You got him tagged?
No, I don't remember. But his name kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like exploited.
Great band.
Are they a band?
Punk band from like
Oh,
from the 80s.
all right. Gotta check them out.
How often do you check raise here?
Uh, let's see here. What do you mean? As in, how often do I check raise? When I have like I think I mix, like because like I think the solver will like kind of mix in a lot of check raise, like a little bit of check raising with like the ace X. But like I usually the way I look at it is like, is this the best ace X I have from the big blind? And the answer is kind of. Like I have ace jack, I have ace 10, so I would be check raising those a lot more, right? So that's the way I look at it. So I think like ace 10 here would be good as a check raise, but like it's a dry board, ace 9 deuce. Like I'm not really scared of anything. Also there's a ace 9 on the board, right? Like there's still some aces I lose to, so don't really want to stack off just yet. So I think I'd go over check call. Seems very reasonable. But yeah, the solver will indeed. Yeah, see ace jack ace 10 is check raising. That's the best ace X, right? Simple as that. Okay. Yeah, easy check call again. No, okay. So like that's not the great card, I think. Yeah, I gotta fold. Very unfortunate run out. Because now all his like a lot of hands just get there, right? His bluffs get there, check 10 gets there, queen king somehow like if he has queen king gets there. Uh Sometimes like some weird stuff like king 9 gets there. Not saying he has those hands, but they do like pose some sort of problem. Or he already has his beat. Right? Okay.
I thought so.
Jam it in. All right. Why we at back at 10 bigs? Oh, the torture never ends.
Yeah, he called.
Yeah. That's a tough one, yeah. Is it me or is it a little laggy?
I think it's standard. 20 bigs, offsuit ace. Think you saw
Oh
the,
yeah, no, I re-jammed this. As in like to jam it, yeah, it seems pretty standard, yeah.
then the call, I guess, ace eight, 20
If he was
big.
just trapping, yeah. I think he played it very well. But very painful for me. He flopped pretty well as well, but didn't pan out. Okay. Well, luckily enough we cooler Mr. Gamble. Okay, defend the Jack 8. Go for it.
The craze?
Maybe. We have a heart and we have a diamond, right? But it might be too loose. Who knows?
The
I
dangler,
think I check.
their card.
Yeah, we have to check fold this, I think. Yeah, let's go. It's too loose to check raise that. Unless you mean like an exploit.
Probably to lose, right?
Yeah, definitely. We just have like stuff that wraps around D5, you know, stuff like two hearts, two spades, two diamonds, which are much better candidates to check raise. Jam it in, easy. Jam it in. Fight for every last big blind. Okay. Yeah, now I get smarter. I don't fall for the trap again. I just fold the king 10.
Okay, is this tender?
Jam?
Hmm?
Seems like a jam to me.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
think this is, what, I mean, what are the other options really? Flatting when you get deeper in tournaments is not gonna be super attractive here. I mean, it's probably not the craziest thing, but jamming just
Jamming feels pretty good. Three
feels
bet all
pretty
in
good.
doesn't seem great.
Out of
Straightforward.
position, no. If you were in position, I would be much more on board with
Yeah,
that, I
yeah.
think.
I agree. I like the jam here. It seems a bit loose, but I think it's fine.
What did we do in game?
we jam?
I think we jam, right?
Yeah.
Can you find a comparable spot? I don't know if it's 3 tables, Louis, is it? I mean, are we that deep?
Feels like,
Yeah, it feels like it though. Like
Unless
it's
Actually,
it's
like
there's you're six-handed. I
yeah,
apologize.
yeah,
So it has to be 3 or 2 tables.
yeah. It seems like a 3 tables kind of time.
so we got
Uh,
shorty and then big blind is pretty deep and we're got 20 in the small blind.
yeah. I think we can like maximize the pressure by jamming.
Yeah, I honestly, I kind of agree, like,
It's
feels,
offsuit as well, you know. Like
Okay,
if it's suited, I don't mind like calling.
and then
Here,
Oh,
low
the
jack
sim is
open.
oh,
This is pretty.
this is converged enough, Louis. We could look at that spot now if you wanted to.
yeah. Hijack is hijacked open, right?
You do have a hijack open here, yes.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Like he's opening like ace 8 off, ace 9 off. It will fold. Oh, what? If it's jamming against low jack, then probably
probably good against hijack, right?
probably good against hijack. Yeah.
Yeah, look, you got a Neapolitan for the low jack.
Rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Neapolitan. Yeah.
Okay.
should be alright.
It's definitely seems good.
You guys hear it?
I feel like
Yeah.
jamming is the
I hear some weird
strawberry
stuff.
of
Yeah.
the Neapolitan. What kind of, what noises do you guys hear?
Some static noise.
Is it coming from me? I don't think it is.
It's me, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Ooh, I'm all in.
all in. All you can eat.
Oh, you get called. And he has
Let's
queens.
go.
Dude, this is,
I mean, cooler
this
for
is,
for us.
this is the
But we
secret
accept that.
sauce.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
secret sauce right here.
How do you
Like you
win
can,
tournaments?
yeah,
How do you
you can
make that?
study all you want, but
Yeah.
you need to make it deep in a
Yeah, yeah.
tournament, spin the slot machine and like hit triple sevens. That's it right
Yeah.
there. That's the
Yeah.
secret sauce.
Yeah, I kind of
So-
woke up after this hand. I was like, oh shit, this
It's
shit's getting
serious
real.
now.
It's
It's
serious
serious
now.
now.
We might actually make some money.
Go make a cup of coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is that same idea as before, where a guy flats um against a very loose range, and he has all the best
He's
stuff and all the
protected. Yeah,
yeah,
he's protected, right? Like
right.
that's what
Like,
you gotta watch out for.
and we'll take
Ooh,
a
it
look at the
calls.
simulation, but like, how good is jamming? Like ace queen is pretty strong here, but ace jack not.
Ah, here's the answer. Look at this. Look at this. So ace jack is like very close. It's like the one. What is the price? What are you making in chips if you hover over ace jack, Louis? So we can kind of see.
Yeah, yeah. We make $5.83.
This is close enough to where if you actually ran it down all the way, it might converge the other way. It's hard to say. Honestly, it's a coin flip, like between calling and jamming. Like
Yeah.
calling is by no means a punt if you wanted to play call.
I think calling is reasonable.
Yeah, see, here's the problem. If you jam, does he fold better?
No,
Uh,
what is better, right? Like ace queen, I don't
Ace
think he
queen.
folds. No,
well,
wait.
I don't think it's always about folding better. I think some of it's a value component as well. Like you don't jam queens in a spot like this with the intention of getting kings to fold. Like
No, but you
sometimes
do jam ace
sometimes it's the
jack, hoping to get better to fold, right?
I mean, we could get king queen to fold, you know?
I don't
King
think
queen.
this calling range from the small blind is realist though. King six, king
No.
seven, king nine off.
I think
You
it's a
do
little
call.
wide, but it's okay.
Yeah, you could trim it down, Louis. Honestly, if you trim it down and run this little subtree, it probably won't
Uh,
take very long.
Say we trim it.
Yeah, trim it
Yeah, I
down
can
some.
trim
Okay,
it.
look at the range though, right? It's never gonna shrink that much to the point where ace jack is not gonna play, right?
Yeah, it's clearly getting
But
big.
No matter
it
how we.
it may shift it to more of a call.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
So
I
if
don't
you
mind
strip off
trying it.
the,
Sounds cool.
yeah, if you strip off the fringes of the offsuit ace X and those
Yeah, that's fine.
kings,
That's lots. Louis.
like what about ace deuce, ace three, ace four suited?
Those
Probably
are all
still
reasonable
calling?
flats.
Yeah.
Ace deuce feels kinda
I would
crazy
I would
sometimes.
flat. Suited for
Okay.
sure.
There you go, there you go. That's, okay, yeah. There you go. I think this, a king ten maybe, king ten off, you want a new king ten off?
No,
You guys calling that?
no. Never.
Uh,
King
Okay,
jack, I'm
this,
folding. It's four big
leave
blinds,
king jack.
right?
Yeah,
Probably playing.
I think leaving king jack is reasonable. This looks okay to me, by the way, so let's see what it
Yeah.
does. Oh, it's still jamming. Did you? Oh, never mind. You don't need to really adjust that. That's fine.
Yeah,
You're
we
right.
set regret and then we just go.
Yeah.
Then we
Did you
run it.
do the subtree or did you do the whole tree?
Sub three.
Okay, good.
Nice. Okay.
This should converge very quickly, by the way. And if you look, you can already
Oh.
see ace jack shifting.
It's
Well, wait.
calling more.
Wait.
Wait, no, this is the small blind though.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, pure call. Let's go.
Looky there.
Let's go, Galen and the conspiracy theory.
I mean, Peter is, owed probably more of that than I am, but it's an interesting, I mean, those are obviously the two answers. I'm more on your team. I would have probably jammed this thing, but,
Yeah.
uh,
I think it's both good, you know. Like
it's
I
interesting.
I
Yeah.
was like pretty down to call as well.
Yeah, and like you
Mm.
can
But yeah.
see if they're not flatting that range appropriately, like ace queen suited was even flatting there,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
right? So
you
like
should be
here when we
cautious.
do this with ace queen, right? Like when we had the ace queen in the big blind and we squeezed jammed and ran into queens, like that's kind of a bit of a marginal spot.
Yeah, see, stuff like that is why I have a fit sometimes when we blindly appeal to the GTO pre-flop or like sim overlords. Cause it's like, I don't even know if this is reality we're dealing with anymore.
We
Yeah.
did a bit of blind v blind this week.
I
And
was, a-
from-
I was in attendance.
Okay,
From what I
Alright.
understand, this should be a bet.
really? That's better then.
I think so, cuz it's not a big blind board. Big blind board is gonna be the same as a normal big blind board. From what we've
Then-
seen this week at least.
Then let's,
What is the big blind doing with like all of its Jack X, 10X, 9X stuff?
I'm not saying he's not gonna continue well. No, he's in position and everything. I'm saying this is a great board for our opening range. We should probably range bet. Or
Oh,
bet,
wait, you're saying
Fifty.
you opened, you did raise this, is
Yes.
what's going on. Okay, I thought it was a limp pot, but I see there's a big
wait,
blind
I
now.
raised into a covering stack.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
3-7.
That's kinda.
Your
kinda
coffee was
not-
still brewing, Jeremy. The coffee was
think,
still on the
yeah.
brew.
The coffee was
Um,
still strong.
Yeah, a
Coffee
little
was,
bit too strong of a
was a little
call.
bit too strong, I think. Maybe if I raised this one, what the
I
hell?
thought it was yeah, I would be limping this.
Yeah, what am I doing? It's very weird. But okay,
So if you raise, like, you're not supposed to check. This is a great board for your raising.
did I check? I mean, that's so weird. Maybe I know what happened. I raised and I regretted it immediately.
Wait,
I
okay, I can buy
regretted my
that.
options. I was like,
I
oh
can
my
buy that.
god, why am I raising this into
I
a
can
covering
buy that.
stack? The
Yeah,
guy
I
has
can buy that.
64 bigs. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I'm not gonna lose any more money in this hand. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
dude,
I'm
if you're
out.
at final two tables, out of all the people
Yeah.
here are gonna make your life miserable, that's the guy.
Yeah,
I'm
long
like,
story short,
holy shit, man. No way am I messing around with this guy anymore. Just check fold, fold.
long story
No.
short, we looked a little bit, like those boards. Like it was a lot of like low boards like this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is not the depth we studied, okay? So this is a little bit deeper, but it was
Okay,
all
okay.
low board and monotone boards
Okay.
that you check a lot on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more like mono.
Queen Jack with a flush draw is even gonna bring in some big bets here.
And then
Yeah, I
anything
think
that
so.
had connection. Like, high cards or something like that, or ace, king, two high card, or any board that. Connects well with the raising range was a C bet, basically.
And,
So what does it do?
But it's not as clear as 50 big blind as when we looked at, what did we do this week? 30 big
So-
blinds?
Yeah,
30 big blinds, very clear.
So
I've
what?
also been playing with those aggregated
Wait a
reports,
second.
comparing final two tables, final table, and like Chippy V sims. It's taking some time to get the Chippy V ones done, but long story short, when you get final two tables, those Chippy V sizes change a lot. Even like the
Yeah.
textures you're betting change a lot. There's some spots that are like not range bets that turn into range bets. Like a lot of stuff changes.
It seems
As
like
far-
all the motions are like exponential on a ICM. If you're betting, you're betting more. If you're dunk leading from the big blind, you're doing it more.
Well, it
If you're
depends.
supposed
It
to
dep-
fold, you're supposed to be folding more.
Well, I
It's
can
more
tell you this.
aggressive. Yeah.
One
for
thing I
sure.
do know is it depends. And in this spot, it's gonna be the exact opposite of what you're saying because this guy covers you. You're gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like way more risk averse with your sizing and strategy than you would
Yeah, yeah.
if it was random sizer or something.
Yeah, well, even the sim is not polarizing, right? It's mostly using small size.
What's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
strategy? What's the strategy with 3-7 of hearts on the flop? If I could check it out.
Take a look at what the worst hand is gonna do, like 8-6 suited. or
Yeah, it's
8-6.
mostly checking, right?
Yeah,
The hearts. Seems like mostly
Yeah,
checking. Yeah, because you
right.
don't have any equity.
Like
So I
I would
think
feel comfortable saying that honestly, like just looking at what I've looked at so far, this is probably just like a range check
ooh.
for this
Now
hand.
I come
you
alive.
think this sim becomes a check?
No, I
Oh,
misspoke.
okay, the combo.
Yeah, 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 the combo.
Now I come alive for some stupid reason. I don't know why I decided to bet on the 4.
Man,
This is so
I've been in these shoes
so
before and
fucking
it's not a good place to be.
okay. Let's see what happens.
This
I
doesn't
just
feel
see.
good.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
This is
Please
great.
fold, dude. Just fold one time.
Yeah, this is good.
This is good though. I bet the
This is
turn.
good though.
Come on,
So
dude.
You
it's
guys-
Go.
it's a key card
Beautiful.
for you.
Let's
The flop
go.
went check check, which
Yeah, yeah,
caps
yeah.
it. This is
Exactly.
fine.
Yeah, I like it.
I,
I actually like it.
dude, his continues are like, he has 9-10, he has king-10 in his continues.
No, man. He doesn't have the so strong hands.
Never
man.
checks
Like,
a queen,
But
rarely
you
checks back
raised,
a
you raised
jack.
into him.
It's
You
probably
raised
a
into.
deuce or a flush
he
draw.
might have like, yeah. He might have some flush draw deuce.
How many
something.
deuces is he calling when you raise pre-flop?
I don't know, man.
The, my problem is here when he calls that. He doesn't have much.
Yeah, bro, this is like, there's no deuce X
But,
into
I
this
have the
straight.
barrel. I have the barrel on the king.
So it's a jack,
You see?
right?
I
He's
have the barrel on
folding
the
jack.
king because my hand
Honestly,
looks,
I agree with you. If you're gonna make that move on the turn.
Yeah, you have to bet the king.
Yeah.
If not, like, what are you doing on the turn, right? Like,
You're
I gave
punting
up
on
on
the
the
turn.
hand.
You're
I sort
punting
of-
on the turn if you're
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
if you're not following
Yeah,
through.
you have to follow through. And plus, I did like a very, like, kind of scared size. Like, okay, if I lose this pot, I still have 26 bigs left.
If you wind up here with like ace-7, you can check back because you beat some club draws. But
Yeah.
like when you hear with 3-7,
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Like 3-7 is but
Alright,
first of all-
so there's one thing I wanna explore there. Okay, so
okay.
we're sitting here and we are all on a very similar page of advocating, like, if you open this betting dialogue, even if it's a mistake on the turn, and you get a card that supports your mistake on the river. There's, we're all, I mean, I don't disagree, like, from a range perspective, like, this is definitely gonna be good. But no one's in the camp of like, ever just saying that that was a mistake, waving the white flag and forfeiting the chip sometimes.
No, because we already decided to bet the turn, right? So we paid. It's like it's only a mistake if we don't follow through the river. I think, like, or it's a worse mistake. You know, like, first of all, like, the thing is that, like, flop is high frequency check. When he checks back, he's very capped. So attacking him with like the bottom of my range is pretty good. I think.
I don't think it's
And-
bad. No, I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think
bad.
it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Let's say it's reasonable. Then on the river, when we get like the very good card for our range, where we were the preflop raiser and all that, we have to fire. Like, there's no like giving up at this point.
yeah,
Like,
like
yeah.
how do you feel if you're him and you have Jack-8 here,
Yeah, you don't feel great.
Well, you're
right? Or
torched.
Jack-9,
You're
You don't feel great.
torched.
Yeah.
right? So yeah, like you're definitely gonna get components of his value range that check back the flop to
Yep.
fold you. He might
And,
even
well-
fold a weak queen.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We always say, right, like, we're at the bottom of our range. I think 7-3 of hearts there's nothing more bottom than this one. This is
Yeah,
like
I
the way
just
the
worry.
bottom. We have to bluff it.
I just
We have
worry
to bluff it.
sometimes that that's like mid-wit kind of like logic.
No, no,
Where
I
it's
think
like, you know, it's sometimes it just turns into the lies we tell ourselves to justify punts.
yeah,
Not always.
it's only a punt if they call. You know, it's only a punt if they call.
Right, well,
The
We got it
results
true. We got it
oriented
true.
punting.
You got it. True.
Yeah, I mean, he's there with some ace-3, some ace-5, right?
Yeah.
He just has some auto folds. He's starting to fold jacks.
Yeah,
Right?
I like
Just-
it.
I think it's gonna be really hard for him to continue. Where
yeah.
we
I
have
don't like the
queens,
pre-flop, yeah.
kings, jacks. Yeah,
I don't like the pre-flop. I love the post-flop.
same energy as it's only illegal if we get caught.
Let's go.
Do you call?
Okay. All right. What do you got here?
You
Alright,
can't
I'm try-
fold.
Of course
Can
we
you?
call. Of
No,
course we
you can't
call.
fold.
We call one more. See what happens.
To be honest though, this guy's got some cojones betting into you at this point, setting up for a river jam with a bluff. Like this is,
Yeah, he has to. Okay, that's a very messy.
I think it's a
river.
bad river.
Terrible river.
Any merit in
Well,
folding turn?
Some, but like, we have the jack of clubs, right? Which is like kind of like not good, right? But like, I don't want to fold to a half pot. I can still hit a 10. I can still hit a jack. He can still give up. You know.
He's got bluffs sometimes
Yeah,
too,
we block
still.
king jack. He has some bluffs. He has a lot of ace X that bluffs.
Would you
Ace
make
nine
this
bluff.
call at 20 big blinds?
Ooh,
Probably.
that's a good question.
Question.
Probably. I'm like, I don't really care. I'll just
Dude, he
call.
gave you half pot. Honestly, he gives you a really, really good
Just don't
price.
care.
I don't know if you get to fold. Like, if you didn't have the club, I could think,
Ooh, look at him.
What
He
the?
pussied out on the river in
Yeah.
jamming.
well, it turned out that
It was
the
a
river
snap.
card was
it was-
actually a good river card for you.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, definitely saved me the tank of considering the call. But he doesn't even jam aces. That's how bad these people are. I'm sorry, but like, it is what it is. Like that's still a jam for value. You know, like I
Is
don't
it?
have king. I don't have king
Yeah,
queen.
yeah.
Like come on,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
yeah.
I don't have king queen.
Have to
Like at
jam
most
there.
I have queen 10. Like you know.
I would,
Like,
I
come
would
on.
lead here.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems good.
Leading here is actually
Leading
pretty
good.
reasonable.
As the big blind, Alex, there's
Uh,
like so many other top pair combos that didn't improve, right?
Yeah.
It's like every king X or whatever.
Every king X, like that is like the most criminal check back I've ever seen on this run.
I hear that. Just with the we don't want to value own ourselves, right? We like don't want to
Or-
overvalue our top pair there.
Well,
We're getting
they just, they articulated pretty clearly from like a range perspective why you wouldn't be value owning yourself. For every time you value own yourself, you're gonna get called by a worse hand 10 times. So like, if
To the
you
faces,
aggregate
yeah.
those results across like the entirety of like forever, you're just gonna be printing a mountain of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I never-
actually, one thing I've heard said is like, if you never bet a hand and get called by a better hand, like if you're never value owning yourself, then you're not value betting thinly enough.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's true. Danny,
Absolutely.
that's
It should
good.
happen occasionally.
Yeah. If you never get caught bluffing, you're probably not bluffing enough as well.
That's
You know?
also another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Never
cuz
get
no
caught
one
Is
bluffing.
hits
this
the
already
exact,
FT?
Yeah,
No.
Not yet. Almost.
no one hits the exact frequency for that
pretty
kind
sure
of
this
stuff.
is the final table, is it not?
Okay.
Really? Wait a
Looked
second.
like it.
The thing is, Subuta was on the final table, so maybe it is.
You can look up the people to see.
I'm almost
you really-
certain it is.
I'm gonna go Shark Scope and check it out. You know, since it's one of the big wins. Wait, Shark? No, not Shark. Shark Scope. You're a chip leader, baby.
Cause we were like 6 max, 5 max, then we went 9.
Mhm.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah,
called-
2 hands ago or something.
I called it, it was final table.
Well, then yeah, we were like having a conversation about other stuff, so I guess I missed that.
Nudity
What nudity? What? We weren't talking about nudity.
was about being outdressed.
Oh, yes, only shirts.
That was a long time ago.
Only shirts.
That was when I was here.
It's the new podcast we're coming out with. Only shirts.
Only shirts, Porky Pig in it.
So I don't know about this check raise.
Why? What's wrong with it? I think it's good.
Middle pair.
Yeah, I don't like check raising. Okay.
But we have the
But we also
stuff.
have the backdoors. We have the things. We have the things for the
We have
stuff.
the stuff.
We have a lot of
So
things.
if it is a final table.
No, it's not.
you're-
It's not the FT. It's not the FT. I
It's
just
not?
checked.
You
It's
sure?
not, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not. Good job, baby.
So you're 20 big blinds, effective. We could be generous and say 25. Your check raises are gonna become more equity oriented, so pairs are gonna become more popular, blocking some of those loose continues. Which makes this a pretty attractive one, cuz you're blocking. I mean, the 5 is not super relevant with regards to the clubs, but it does block some.
Yeah, I like it.
Found it.
So you see the spades. What would you have been more likely, without looking, what would you have been more likely to check raise, Louis?
A 4 with an overcard?
That's good too. I think that's a very reasonable one as well.
High-low clubs?
Uh,
king
Maybe
three,
not.
probably.
Maybe not that, but something with a 7 of clubs would be good. I think.
Wait,
king three
sorry.
of clubs?
did he 3-bet us on the flop?
Yeah, he
Or what
did 3 bet.
Definitely, Louis.
What?
I said definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think you identified some good ones.
The cutoff 3-bet, Louis. I think you have to put in a raise.
So,
cutoff.
so this raise range is like, this is deep waters for me. Because I feel like if I was to go through my database, when I face these little click back things, I feel like I just torch stacks. And
You gotta
when
proceed with caution, right?
well, yeah, you do. You really do. And in my mind, I don't know if I'm calling here. Like, I'm finding this check raise sometimes. But if I check raise this, I don't know how often I'm playing call here. And I don't, that might be a mistake.
How big did he raise back?
I think just a click.
This is a very interesting hand to me. Alright, so he does this.
Ooh, tiny little, like, stone click, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've
Which
ever
is-
folded to such a small raise before, so I'm not gonna start now.
So
I
like all
don't
the
hate
sizes
So
in
that's
Look at
game
kinda
were
6-3.
smaller than here.
That's
Dude,
kinda
look at
They were all
6-3.
smaller.
Look at
Good.
6-3, look at 6-3, look at 6-3, look at 6-3.
Yeah,
Well,
check
it's
back.
not folding the ones with the additional equity. What are we folding? Are you folding any pairs here?
Yeah, it's a 6. A 4.
What's
But
that
that's not
4-3
up.
doing?
Wait,
By
Louis,
the
you have
way,
the-
by the way,
That's
the
that
raise size is
20%.
huge.
Yeah,
That's
these
his,
sizes are all wrong. Bet 20% for cutoff,
yeah,
cause he made it 1.3.
Yeah.
he's supposed to go all in. He's not supposed to click you back.
No, 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 no. The size
Can
is
we get in
okay
the right
still.
node, please?
Yeah.
Raise here?
Just no need to bet
Cutoff bet size,
20%.
20%.
Yeah. I mean, I can AI solve it, but like it's gonna take too long. So
Does he
Okay,
really bet
now
20%?
everything is correct. Now the raise is 4.
Now
Yeah.
Roger is right. There's still choppy B. Maybe put it on last 2 tables.
It doesn't matter, you can't look
And now
at,
the click back looks
GTO
better.
Wizard doesn't have, IC and post flop simulations.
Oh yeah, right.
okay. So what's up?
Doesn't really
Yeah.
have a click back.
He has some 3%.
Some, like you see king 7 in there a little bit, there's a little king 3, like you can still put it in there, I think. And we can
Okay.
see how we respond.
Let's see.
I
So
would
do
agree, this is a rare node. I
maybe
don't
I
experience.
jam. Maybe I jam. No?
Okay, here we
Oh,
are.
Call, pure call. Yeah.
wow,
Kind
yeah.
of some jamming, you know, but
What are you
not too much.
jamming? You're jamming 5-3 off, you're
Queen
jamming
X.
7-5 off.
You don't
Yeah.
really fold that much, cause he gave you such a good price that you put in 3 and you just spike, you know, a 6 or a
Yeah,
5 and
I
then
mean,
you
I
get
would-
to stack off.
Yeah, I was happy to call in
Mhm.
game.
Alright, so
Okay.
my next question would be, if we were to look at the click range and we were to remove all of these partial frequencies and give him a very strong linear range, would your response be the same, knowing that this is rarely worse than like the nut flush draw or something?
I mean, if he told me he had a value hand,
kinda is the
I
real
would
range,
like
though.
fold.
That's my
But like
point,
if he
Danny.
doesn't tell me, then
No,
I
I'm
would just
saying
call.
the range in the sim is what you mentioned, Galen. It's the same range.
No,
It's queen
okay.
jack, it's ace
Here,
queen,
before
and then
I
it's king
understand,
7 of
let's
clubs.
look at the sim real quick.
Yeah,
Sure, but his
I would
his
definitely,
click
yeah.
back bluffs are like king 7 of spades or
Alright.
king 7 of clubs here too.
The
right?
river's flowing
Yeah.
several different ways. Let's calm the waters for a second. If you
Yeah,
click
take
cut
a
off
chill
Louis,
pill. Yeah.
let's, yeah, go back 1 node.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, you see there's ace 4, king 5, king 3, king 7, ace
But those
6,
are
ace
clubs.
5.
Those
You said
those
nut
are all
flush draw.
clubs.
Alright, if we look at the offsuit branch, queen 9 off is not a flush draw. Ace 5 off is not a flush draw.
Yeah, there's some
Queen's,
slivers in there.
yeah, it's not a big part of the range. I'm not saying it's a big part of the range. It's just,
But the range is very small to begin with, so it's still
Yeah.
significant.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
The elements of the range here is queen jack often suited, ace queen often suited, and flush draws, and a few flush blocker oriented things,
Yeah.
right? So like removing the few off flush blocker ones aren't really gonna change the sim that much because his other bluffs are equity based club bluffs with 2 overs and a flush draw.
I
Well-
just lead
Wait,
the
you
turn like a
donked the
boss.
stern?
I
What?
Yeah, suck
I
that,
would just check and let him jam on me every time, like,
I'm sorry.
kinda
I
like
didn't-
this.
I
Snap
didn't
him
mean to
off.
swear.
I do
Kinda
too, yeah.
like, I kinda like this.
I donked the
very
turn
interesting.
because he can, you know.
But what does he fold here?
All of his
I-
BS
all
that
of
he's
his
What
clicking
did he
you with?
fold? What the heck? He had the king seven of spades or what? No, he
He
would
had
continue.
some.
Yeah, you have to
some
call that, right?
bullshit,
What the heck?
bro. He had some
What is
bullshit.
this?
Louis,
just donked the turn 'cause I
can we
improved.
see the turn out of curiosity?
This
mean-
is pulling people into the deep end of the pool, Jeremy, without their floaties on.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
guy
yeah.
has never studied this node in his entire life, probably.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
And
Until today.
Oh,
Until today.
Just ram
Oh,
it.
look at that! Look at that! I fucked it up because I didn't jam. I should have dunked jam.
Yep.
and
Dang.
And then you
What
stack
a-
his ace queen.
Damn, I should have dunked jam.
right.
What a blunder.
And
So
Louis,
then
what
I
if the turn's a
wonder-
7?
Oh
Yeah.
man, this is a goof one.
I
This is
should
a
have dunked jam.
this
That's
is a
the-
hand
what this thing
here. This is
telling
a hand here.
me. For the
Yeah, well,
Could we see a
ages.
7 on the turn?
Remember, his range is primarily comprised of flush draws, which are going to continue, and really strong queens.
Yeah.
So, like, down jam away.
I think this is heavy bullshit now. Pardon my French. Like this guy, like there's no value hand, even a flush draw that's playing click fold versus like a small donk. Like what is he doing that with? Nothing. I'm tagging
Right, he's
this
supposed to
guy,
call with ace queen and we get his money.
and that's why we jam. That's why like this sim
Yeah.
jams. But like if he's oversaturated with like air balls, you're probably printing going small there. And I'm green tagging this guy because that's so out of line. Like what is he doing?
He's
Yeah,
Bert Stevens in you. He's just clicking
Yeah.
it back.
That's true. You
Yeah.
got Bert Stevens there. That's exactly what
I would have
happened.
jammed, but like I wanted to make it more obnoxious to show him I improved on the turn.
That was obnoxious. That was a really interesting
Very
hand.
obnoxious. Very obnoxious. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
That's probably my
Totally
favorite
good round.
hand because it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
It's
those
fun,
are
it's
tricky
fun.
spots.
It's fun. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Very interesting run. I forgot a lot of these hands.
Yeah,
but,
you've had a couple
okay.
of fun ones. It's just like they're uncommon. I don't find myself in some of these situations very often. This is
yeah.
pretty good.
I like this one.
It's because you're not check raising
Mhm.
second pair enough, Galen.
This is good.
I don't think so.
No, I check raise
I
second
think it's good
pair in that
because
spot.
maybe
not.
we
enough
don't
for that.
need to have like the one high, one low, all the time. We can
It's
have
okay,
like
I'm
king
not
9
either.
and stuff. Like,
This too good. Right? Do you want to use a worse one here?
yeah. I mean, fair enough. See, I
Yeah,
got punished.
fine.
Punished.
Punished. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
I think it's fine.
You
That's
could
a
Where
jam
I would say
here.
risky
Jam,
maneuver.
jam.
We jam?
This risky maneuver coming
Me
in
too,
hot.
Dooley.
Yeah,
I-
that's right, dude. That's right, Dooley. Risky maneuver coming in hot.
I did not come all this way to fold Jack 10 suited or to call Jack 10 suited.
we're supposed to rip.
Alert! Alert!
I'm
Let's
pretty
go.
sure this is like just all
Do
in.
it.
So
Click it.
like the three branches of hands that are going to want to fill in your jam components here are like ace queen off, pocket tens, and then your third component is going to be a suited bluff, and this is going to be
Yep.
one of them.
Queen Jack suited, Jack 10 suited. That's it.
Yeah,
Standard.
suited tens versus the cutoff, and you can even go suited nines versus the button.
Yeah, I like it. Nice. This guy's left with 5 bigs.
I don't wanna jam here. I don't think jamming's good. I think this is
No,
really
it's
good.
not. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Because-
so question, if he was covering you, how would you play this? The same?
More limp heavy, but
Yeah,
also some big.
okay, good.
Limping,
Good,
limping a
good.
lot.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Ace
really good.
Jack. Yep, agreed. Go small.
Right, so if you cover, you're just raising to apply lots of pressure, cuz you don't give this guy a free meal ever.
Yeah. So you
And
need to have
then
some
if,
strong hands as well. Outside of junk, and ace queen off makes it in. You
Yep.
know, when we cover.
And then you're
yeah.
trapping with the top, that top offsuit branch versus covering.
Mix in a few big strong hands, or you can just be more like jam heavy with like ace jack, ace 10. Okay. So what's this?
To give up. Fine.
Yep, give up.
I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
This is big stack versus big stack. This is the one you
Yeah.
don't want to run.
This one,
Nice,
I
nice.
didn't have the ace queen. They had the 10 4 off.
which is still good. You should be raising like, not any two versus that guy, but a ton of hands, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm folding
Exactly.
here.
Call
Yeah.
it off. Call it off.
You're gonna call here? I'm calling the suited one, but I think I'm
Call
folding
it
this one.
off. No, no. He's jamming like
Oh,
king 10 suited, jack 10
He's-
suited, king
he's
jack.
jamming like ace
All
5
this stuff.
offsuit though.
That's fine. We have lots of equity against ace 5 off.
I would be pretty curious. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm too tight here. I'm folding this though.
Jack 9 suited, he jammed.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, let's find the floor. Let's find the floor here. I think this is a fun one.
Yeah, this is an easy
Yeah, I think I just
call because we
So it's
find
just
myself
final two
dominate.
a lot.
tables, right?
15 versus button.
So
It's
this is
final two
final
though.
two tables, right?
It's
Yeah,
gotta be like
yeah.
final two, final
Probably.
three though.
This
is
should be the
final two.
floor then for offsuit, right?
Yeah,
Or-
I think
I don't think
wouldn't.
king jack will make it in.
I think
Man,
it's
it's gotta
close.
be close. Like you have to be like towards, like where do you think you sit as far as like chip stacks go at 36 here? Like close to chip lead?
Probably like fourth
Yeah.
in chips, fifth in chips, something like
He's
that.
the
Third,
top 4
fourth in
stack.
chips? Okay. Okay, so
Probably around
third
there.
or fourth in chips, so. There's no good options here, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I think it's an easy call because like
Try
if he's
7.
jamming like jack 9 suited, he's jamming queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited, uh, lots of stuff, man. He's even jamming king jack off.
45,
Right?
15. Let's
Imagine
see
we
that.
fold.
This one?
Imagine we fold and
Yeah.
he shows king jack off. That's a disaster. Absolutely, absolute disaster. So we
I
can't.
just need to know for my own sake. King
Even king
jack
jack off is
even.
calling. Yeah, yeah.
Queen
Strange
10
but true.
suited.
Yeah.
Alright, king jack
Queen 10
off is
suited.
not making a lot. And
Yeah.
queen 10
King
suited
queen
is
is
not making a lot. The suited
king queen is
tens.
printing though. Yeah.
King queen is pretty in there.
it's in there. Yeah.
So
It's
to
pretty
assuage
in there.
to assuage Galen's mind, take a look at the jam range for that button.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That will
that-
clear up a lot. That will
That's the
clear up a lot.
that's the medicine I need, Pete. That's the medicine I
There you
need.
go.
In this
Look
other
at the-
arrangement, the floor is king queen. This one is. I think it's a little bit more like what we're dealing with.
Okay, we can look at that one.
It's not half of your chips is the only thing. It's like
It is out.
30%.
It is
It
exactly
is. I have
out.
34. Yeah.
Oh,
I have
wait, it was
34,
half of your
right?
chips? I thought you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
40.
36,
No,
36.
okay, it is pretty close to half your chips.
Yeah. Easy. Gotta
Alright,
call this one.
I'm convinced, okay? I'll click the call button next time.
Yeah, next time gotta call. King 9, jack 9. Okay, final
That
table, I
is
think.
final table.
Yeah, yeah. 9-handed. Okay, win.
Triskel, I know who that person is.
Oh, I like this one. Call. Donk the flop.
Really good, I think.
Donk the turn.
Good,
Let's
you get a 4, you
go.
gotta keep going on the
Let's
4.
go. Like this one, yeah.
Pretty strong.
So-
What can he do?
Yeah.
But one of the things I've
Nothing.
seen in like these final table sims, like the opening ranges are even tighter than chip EV ranges. So some of these low donk boards become like range donks in some
Yeah.
situations.
Oh, super
They
range
have no
donk, yeah.
coverage anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
and-
because they literally have like, they've got like 1 or 2
No
combos.
sets. Like they might not
Sometimes.
even open the like ace 4 suited or whatever, depending on chip configuration.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
only
like
defending the gut shot ace there.
the most commonly ICM donk boards are like 88x, 99x, 77x, simply because of like lacking the offsuit components of those hands, and then
Right.
when we defend, if comes those cards, it's like using this like maximum pressure to guy.
Yeah, the
Oh,
first time
I'll
I
let
found
you-
those, I thought I'd made mistakes running my sims. I was like, I broke something, but it's
Nah. Reality
not-
is harsh, yeah. But okay.
Okay, again, running good here.
Bang.
Oh,
Ace, yes.
Let's go.
okay. This again is how you win tournaments. All this
Yeah,
theory
yeah.
stuff
We're
is,
gonna win, yeah.
it's worth something, but this is
Yeah.
the bread and butter, boys. If you're
Of
watching
course, of
this and
course.
wondering,
Yeah, this is the common trend. Nobody gets
Welcome to the
being
box.
35K
Yeah, what do
without
you,
like making some rivers.
Ooh.
right?
Oh, I like
Okay,
this.
okay, okay. So there's a sim. We have a sim for this one. Shall said.
Hold on. I have a question.
This
What do you donk on 7-7x or 8-8x or 9-9x? Like what size are
Everything.
you? Are you donking small,
Everything.
donking big?
Everything small.
No, not the
Everything.
range, not the range. What sizing?
Small, small.
Small. So you donk
Small,
small
like
to everything.
33,
25%.
33, B25, B33, up to you, yeah.
Are you
Just
gonna
like-
share the screen, Jeremy?
And then on
Sure.
turns,
One
I'm assuming they're gonna float you often enough that you need to plan for some turns.
Yeah. Share screen.
Just like
Good
range bluff
one,
again,
right?
larger.
small, big.
Yeah. Small, big. Yep. Okay, hold on. So, what do I need to do here? Type
You're gonna have a lot of like 25, 25, 80, 25, 25, 100. Right on those type of lines.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What is this? Oh,
Just let me know when you're ready.
yeah. I just need to connect to my server. And then, real quick. Okay, there we go. So let's open the sim for the King 9 one. So first of all, like, what do you guys think about the jam? First of all,
I don't like it.
it was Frank was the one who ran it. He titled it King 9 suited start downfall of MTT.
Frank, man, always with it.
You don't
That's
like it,
funny.
okay? So like, what's there not to like? Like we have I mean I can't see the hand now
Oh,
anymore.
yeah,
but,
no.
like- but anyway, like, what was the thing? It was like where are we? Cut off, right? No,
So
button. Oh, yeah, button.
when you
button.
get called, you're gonna be dominated. You're gonna be better with hands like Jack 10 here than King 9.
Yeah,
Right? Or 10-9 is better
exactly,
than
yeah.
King 9 here, right? Like you're gonna have a better chance to cooler pocket queens when you run in.
When you're
Yeah.
ready, can you share the screen, Jeremy?
Am I sharing? Oh, sorry.
No, I took it off.
Oh, you took it off. Oh, damn.
He took it from you,
Okay, so wait, which position am I in?
like candy
Jack.
from a
Button.
baby.
Button.
I'm a button. Okay.
No, he's cut off, aren't you? Is he cut off?
I'm
No, you're button.
I'm button.
Button.
Okay. So apparently
Is
it
this-
jams.
This is the one I called into question.
Seems correct, right? This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does jam. So
Okay.
I'm a genius. What the hell?
But you can see like the elements of hands that want to jam are more the connected ones.
Yeah. I thought it didn't jam, but apparently it does jam. What the hell? So okay, so apparently it's a good jam.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because so here's the thing, right? Why is it a good jam? Let's talk about that.
That's what we
Mhm.
need to dissect.
Yeah. So why is it a good jam? Because if you look at the bubble factors, right? We have pretty
The button can't call, it looks like.
yeah, the
Verse,
big
well, that's
blind
hijack.
We are the
button.
button. We are the button.
Yeah.
Are we the button?
Yes.
Yeah, we're the
Mhm.
button.
We're the button. Okay, wait, hold on.
I was talking about a different king 9. Maybe I'm just lost.
This looks correct, right? Let's see, hand data.
Jamming king
Yeah,
9 from
this
the
is
button, I
correct.
think is good.
Yeah, wasn't it? Wait, are you sure it's from the button?
I didn't think it was from, the one I was talking about was
Yeah, it
not from the
doesn't seem,
button.
but it doesn't seem like it was from the
I
button.
wouldn't question it if it was from the button. The one I was questioning, I think was hijack or cutoff, cause I was like, that
Yeah.
feels wide.
Oh, it is from the button.
But this
That's
is
fine.
yeah, the one I was talking about was from earlier. This is
Oh,
obviously
okay.
fine. I don't think this one's even close. Like,
Yeah.
the small blind can't really call and like, even if the big blind does call, you're gonna have reasonable equity. Like, this seems
Yeah.
pretty
Okay,
standard to me.
I remember why it looked bad because the small blind actually calls. He calls it off with ace queen. So he's not supposed
Okay, well,
we fold out a lot better. We fold out king
you
queen suited,
ran
we fold
into
king
it.
queen off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too
King
big of a
jack
deal.
suited, ace queen off. Big blind can only call
Hey,
Uh,
can you show the small blind's calling range?
here you go. Yeah, he
Yeah.
fold out a lot better.
It was
Share
king,
again, please.
queen plus.
Oh my god, okay, sorry. There you go. See? So we jam very wide here.
Yeah, look at his ace queen off. His ace queen off
Yeah.
is like, eh.
Ace queen off has to fold. That's why I jammed. right? Because we fold out so much of his stuff.
Are they
Unless he has
making,
like
are
a-
they making that fold though in game is my only question.
I don't think so,
Doesn't
but
matter.
they do fold, I think, king, queen. So you
Yeah.
get better kings to fold, which I think
How about
Yeah.
that's where the money
If
is.
they
but
don't
maybe
make
they
the
fold
fold,
ace 10 suited.
yeah.
Like, click
At the
off.
FT of a 109, they might fold
Maybe,
ace queen
yeah,
out.
yeah, Danny, maybe.
No,
I
we
agree.
don't know. We
It's a
don't
Sunday
know.
major.
We
You don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah. But the thing is that I like to play theory. So like I think we jam a lot here. We jam king 5 suited, we jam ace 2 suited, jam 10-8 suited, all these
Well,
because we have great fold.
so that's the thing, okay? So if you're playing theory and their calling range isn't matching your theory, it's going to change what you should theoretically do.
No, I agree. I don't know
Right.
what this guy's gonna call, so I just play
But
theory.
you don't, obviously, yeah. So it's an unknown, so you have to treat it like standard
Yeah.
conditions.
And then adjust from there, yeah. So yeah, I kinda like the jam. Just that unlucky we ran into like ace queen suited.
Yeah, it's
So
whatever. Honestly, it's whatever.
yeah.
It's not too big of a deal. I think it's very good.
Yep. So that's
He
the
just
sim.
wakes up at the top of range.
Yep. That's can't help if he does that. So don't worry, there's more punts coming up. So we can go back to the thing.
All right.
I'll open the other punts up.
Go punt
Frank
yourself,
names
punt your
him.
way all the way to second.
Yeah.
Frank's not a fan, huh?
Start downfall of MTT. Who comes up with that?
Frank?
Yeah, this like 5-5 money scared. Like, well, what is his problem?
Oh,
So hurtful.
man. I would be tempted to keep going here, but.
Yeah,
You gotta fold.
hold it. Subata is too strong. Too strong. Mongolian legend.
Fold?
Fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Ace jack off. Offsuit combos. You don't want to mess around too much on FTs.
Now, you can mess around here. Like, you can definitely prank. Well, no, you can't. He's covering. Never mind. Pardon.
No. He's covering is good because the chip leader is supposed to open up. But the only thing is he's opening into Subata, who has more chips than him. So he's
Fair,
not very wide here. If it was
fair,
Subata opening, I would definitely tree bet or go for
fair.
more tree bets. Yeah.
Okay, yep, devil in the details there.
Mhm.
Alright,
Ooh,
buckle up.
cranking.
Yeah, buckle up. Are you folding versus jam? I don't think so.
No, snap call. Let's
Cry
get it.
call. Snap cry call.
Snap call. Come on. We have 3 aces.
You do.
Trip aces. How can he have trip aces if we have trip aces? It's impossible.
Well, you obviously have never run poorly, is what I'm hearing.
Oh.
You called the jam or what did you do? You jammed over
Okay,
his
Oh no,
no
so
you
so
jammed. Okay.
speaking of punts, this is the real punt, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of this.
Yeah. This one was the punt. I'll do. I wouldn't need to share my screen. I'll just give a screenshot to Louis.
I think it's a majority call.
A majority call. It is a majority call.
This Veligal guy, for the same reason that we talked about the guy previous, I don't think his range is gonna have like a ton of like
Okay.
airball stuff in it.
Yeah. So this guy, he's like cut off, right? Cut off. He's actually very tight.
Yeah, that's what I would
Sorry.
think.
Yep, he is very tight here. He's
He's a
playing like very few hands. Folds 83%.
pretty
So
tight
goes to
guy.
us on the on the big blind. And as you can see, ace 8 off is a pure call. It is much worse as a jam, right?
Now, if you have the extra equity of the flush draw, the suited combo,
Much better. Yeah. It
yeah,
actually works as a jam because once you jam, right? Like
you gotta be able to suck out. You need the extra suck out
yeah, you
power.
need a suck out ability against all this stuff. Ace 8 off just
Yeah.
doesn't cut it. So this one's not good.
Offsuit's got a suck out ability of 3. We need like a suck out ability of 6.
Yeah. So this was a big blunder by me. You can jam some worse ace X, like ace 5, because like it folds out better. But ace 8 doesn't fold out better, you see? It doesn't fold out better.
Yeah, you're kind of blocking the hand that you want him to have.
Yeah. Yeah, we block like stuff that folds, like a king. We block like all his folds, like king 8, like, it's not great. We
I
want to
agree.
unblock those hands. So that's why ace 8 does not jam. And that's why I got called by ace queen and lost. So yeah. That's that.
What did Frank name this sim?
Ace eight off punt.
Ah, okay.
Ace eight off punt.
There we
Yeah,
go.
jamming an 8 against the cutoff, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah. Suicidal. And now we're getting whooped. Call. Check raise.
This is a bit exploity.
This is good. This is a pure.
I think this is pretty good.
Jeremy, can you speak closer to the mic a little?
Sorry. Yeah, no. I had to mute my mic. Just saying hi to the. Yeah, see, there you go. Definitely wanna. You can even call it. Is that strong?
Honestly, on this 10-10 deuce, I don't really hate it too much. I don't know if you probably wanna be blocking the combos that he can't have, though. I don't know if you want the flush draw one, do you? Maybe.
You do. Like, I think this is like the prime combo. Like 10-10 deuce, you don't have any other hands you really want to check raise.
Mm.
Because you don't have that much deuce X. Is the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
It's
More
what's
about
weird.
improving on turns maybe than
Yeah.
just simply
Exactly.
blocking
Exactly.
chips.
Exactly. Like
It's
blocking continues and then having good turns to barrel.
it's weird in a cash
79.
game. You'll never check raise this.
I don't know about cash, but I know in ICM tournaments, I would definitely want to construct my range this way.
Pretty
Not pro-
interesting hand here. BVB.
Oh, this one's cool. Yeah. This one is cool. It's not GTO, but like, who cares?
To check bet one. What do you guys do here?
You got a good
Raise.
shot. You could raise the guy, but I don't know, man. Like,
It's a check
you got-
call, check call.
Let's
yeah.
call.
you got
I
20
think
big
that's fine.
blinds. You got 20
think-
big blinds. It's high ICM. I'm not gonna raise. I'm gonna call.
The reason why you don't want to raise is because you don't fold out better, right? I have queen high. Queen high could be good, so I should just check call. I don't fold out ace
Yeah.
high. So why I check raise was because I just just wanted to take him to the streets, put him to the test. So
Nothing
yeah,
like compounding mistakes from previous streets.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, there's
this
a
is-
sliver. I see a sliver.
Yeah, there's a sliver. There's always a sliver.
Sorry,
so
when
we
I say
check raise.
streets, I mean hands, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to take
Oh,
some
yeah.
agency of the
I
situation.
wouldn't raise. I feel like the turn's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I agree with LP.
So would you raise
Oh, is that an
like,
ace?
queen nine of
You're
queen
cheating.
nine of spades here, where you have better barrel ability on the turn?
To be honest, I don't think I'm check raising anything like that, really. Like I honestly, if you wanna know what I'm check raising here, like in this high ICM, you need like a ton of equity. Like if outside of made hands, maybe queen jack with a backdoor flush draw or something, if you were
Yeah.
really feeling crazy.
Yeah, so this hand with the bag, like this queen nine of spades here would have been a better check raise because your barrel ability.
You need something that can make 5-card hands, I think.
Yeah.
Typically also it's stuff that's not quite strong enough to check call, I think. So maybe like Jack 9. No, Jack 9 might still even make it in.
So why do
don't
you
know.
bet this turn?
Because I want him to fold.
He's blocking queen jack. He's blocking king jack. He's got the straight, he's got the nuts right now.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Like, although it looks like I can't represent anything, I actually have like king queen, king jack in my check raise and bet the turn range. It looks like the ace is very bad for me. Like I'm never supposed to bet it, but it's actually not so bad. So like, although the combo is it's not great, but I think the bet is good because we get to get him to fold some 4x, some bad 10x, and all that. So he has to have a king to continue, or like a good 10 or an ace, which he sometimes doesn't have. We also can like sometimes bluff on that. We can sometimes hit a jack on a river or something. So I'm okay with the turn barrel. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, so Louis, what would you do here if you had check raised this flop? Like what would you do on this turn?
well, you pick up equity, so you gotta continue, right?
That's kinda where I'm at with it. Like if,
Yeah, why not?
that's
Yeah.
kinda where I'm at with it. Like
You
I
bluff the
don't
nuts
like,
and-
I don't really, it's the same situation we saw earlier with the 7-3. I'm not really a fan of playing check raise here versus this guy. But, if we do it, like, how many cards other than a jack are you really gonna barrel?
Got
Hmm.
that king jack.
I guess a hand like 3-5 suited on the flop could be a good bluff. And then
Yeah,
you can also
that-
barrel the ace.
Yeah, it's not bad for sure.
He's kind of capped though, so I kind of like the aggression. Like
When
what
we
you
scroll
would-
down on the sidebar, does the machine barrel the not so much or a different size?
Different size.
Bigger. I bet too small. I'm too much of a.
Maybe max pressure the turn because it doesn't really plan to triple off the river unless we spike.
You just want to polarize. You want to polarize the turn so that you can fold out like 10x, 4x. And stuff.
Isn't this guy supposed
Yeah.
to raise a lot? So when he checks,
That's
yeah,
because
Same idea.
remember this is in Chippy V, so obviously in ICM
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have different sides. That's why, you know.
I'm sorry. You said this guy was a reg or high stakes reg or
Probably minimal. I know Subota is a high six reg. Like he's been winning everything basically, but I'm not sure about this minimal guy. I could look it up. He's like right.
We
up
can't
there.
hear you anymore, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Oh shit, I messed it up. Oh yeah. He's high six reg, 460K profit, average profit $100, average stake ABI of 256. So should be not bad.
So do you just to play devil's advocate, do you think it's wise to put yourself in difficult spots like this against a person who knows how to navigate them and can put you in the box?
It is definitely unwise. I think I shouldn't have taken such a crazy line. Probably it would have been much better to play more prudent and just to
rag
call the flop.
wall, rag wall,
Yeah.
rag wall.
No. I think like I didn't look up anybody for during the FT. I don't do that anymore because I don't want to like overthink it. You know, just treat everybody as like just random.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, but now that I see like yeah, okay, sort of like the guy's half decent, so we need to like not play so suboptimal. You know, like
Mm.
queen eye is good. Just check call. You know, we don't have to check raise.
Yeah, but
The queen eye could be good. You know,
you got him to fold a better hand. Well done.
hopefully, maybe he had worse hand. Maybe
No,
I think so, but who knows? Anyway, we move. We keep trucking. Jack 9. Limp. Check. What is this? Ooh, okay. Bet the turn.
wait,
Okay.
is this final table?
This is FT, yeah, that's final four.
Do you have a fold here? Like pre?
Fold what? Then okay, as in pre-flop?
Yeah,
No.
because like the guy's got
That's
14 bigs. You know, we're against the big
Interesting.
stack.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like bottom. Not sure actually. It gets tough, honestly. But yeah, I think like it's not great when there's a short stack. Probably
This-
do some folding.
This guy doesn't seem. This guy's not really raising your limps. I feel like he should at the time.
Yeah.
That's,
I think
that's the
maybe
second time he's letting you see a flop.
Yeah. In fact, whoa, I'm looking at some like ICM ranges with a short stack and like you just don't really play a lot of these king X offsuit. So maybe this is like not good. You know, maybe it's not great. But you never know. Yeah, it's like king 6 minimum. So king 3 is like a pure fold. LOL.
Everyone else is doing the hard work, knocking people out.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, no, it's not too bad. Like call is only minus 0.01. So not the huge
I mean,
one.
I guess if he's raising you less than GTO,
Yeah.
the EV goes up.
I mean, I got lucky, I guess.
I like a block.
Maybe. Nice. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh well. Okay, so now it's very funny. Now it's
Holy.
like we have like 10, 15, and then this guy's 80. So it's like a very tense battle to the finish.
He doubles through him and then punts a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. We give up. So now that we have like exactly the same stack, like 10, 11, and 80, 85. So who's gonna? So he's gone.
Ah,
So basically, what you missed was that he had king queen off. Subata had king jack suited, and then so he had dominated him, right? Then river just comes like bang, flush card, 10k swing, and we're like, we're done. We don't need to play anymore. We can just shove
Run
any
it.
two.
Do you run it back
No, we just lose.
on
That's
the
it.
river?
Game over.
Game over.
Game over. Yeah, that's it. Anticlimactic, I know, but like it was good.
35k? What the fuck?
GG, man.
GG's.
Yeah,
That was a
man.
good one. Lots of fun
Was,
hands.
Oh, welcome to the game, Lewis.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot
This
for
is how-
sharing your insight.
No, it was a lot of
Yeah, I
fun,
really
guys.
appreciate it,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
'cause it
Interesting
was,
hands.
lots of interesting spots.
That's
and
a
I
really
learned
great
lot.
score.
Thanks. All right.
And I was
cheers,
happy
guys.
winning $30 yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine. All right, that was
All right.
awesome.
Thanks a lot for
All right,
watching,
see
guys.
ya.